Hello, it's your Pontiff, and welcome to the ArchieLuxury live stream channel. How are you people today? You beautiful, gorgeous, sexy people today. How are you? How you going? You having fun? You're here on the ArchieLuxury stream. It's Friday night in America, and it's Saturday in Australia. I gotta tell you, the Bear Clooney. I gotta tell you, man. It's all very, this whole internet YouTube world. It's very tough. It is tough. Okay, it's not friendly. It's not a friendly space. I got to be totally honest with you. It is vicious, and many of these tubers, extremely vicious people. A lot of them are delusional fantasists. Speaking of delusional fantasists. How are you, Plastic? Hello? Hello, Plastic? Hello? Blue Shirt Buddha, $2. It's Friday Night Live with the Pontiff.
Hello.
Hello, Jamie. Ken Fresno, $5. Just because. Support your Pontiff. Yeah, the line is terrible.
There's a lot of
the line
fuzziness.
is terrible there. That's Plastic. Ken Fresno, $5. Just because. Support your Pontiff there. I'm going to try and invite Dis on so that we can just... Here's Dis.
Support your Pontiff there.
Hey, Dis. How are you?
Dis on.
I'm good, man.
Just turn the back echo off, Dis.
Yeah, no problem. No problem.
No worries. So, Dis, I got to tell you, man.
Yeah, man.
You're a disappointment.
Why?
You're just a complete waste of space, and you are boring as shit. Okay? I just want to tell you this, Dis. I wanted to invite you on so I can just tell you the truth there. You're a fucking cockroach. Okay? You're a fucking cockroach. And I just wanted to say to you, you contribute nothing to the community. Okay? And I just wanted to say to you that I felt sorry for you. I welcomed you in because I felt sorry for you. And the reality is, you took a little bit of my friendship and kindness, and then you tried to gear it into celebrity for yourself. Nobody cares about you and your disgusting room. Okay,
You don't?
nobody cares about you and your disgusting room. So all I wanted to say to you is Dis,
Fuck you, man.
you're a
Fuck.
disappointment. You're a disappointment. You're a loser. And I got to tell you this now. I invited you in. I'm happy to have you on. You know what? I just wanted to tell you this. Please go on Austin's stream because you are pathetic and boring.
So are you.
I just want to say this to you. You're a boring, grubby man. You know,
Yeah.
I don't mean anything bad to you, but you're a disappointment. You're
Okay.
a big disappointment. And the biggest thing I'm disappointed is that I actually felt sorry for you, and I thought you needed a bit of help.
Hey, Arch,
When
what's
the
up,
re-
man?
Hey, we're just giving Dis a lecture. Someone's
go
got
for it.
background noise there. Turn
Not
that
me.
background. Probably Doc. Yes, it is
BBW.
Doc. Doc, it's you. Dis, I just want to say to you, man,
Yeah, man.
we welcomed you into the community, and you just spat at us. That's what you did. You spat at us, and I just want to say I'm really disappointed in you. I've seen cockroaches that are so low, but you are lower than cockroaches. CB, $5. And now, Arch, tell us how you really feel about this. I'm just disappointed. He was so pathetic. This guy was hopeless. I remember conversations I had with Bear. Bear said to me, get that loser off. I said, look, Bear, this guy is pathetic. He's got no friends. Let's just hang around a bit as a groupie. And then you thought you're important. You thought you're a celebrity. What have you done besides getting a free house from your parents? What have you really done in your life?
I served my country. Nothing that you didn't do. You
Wait.
didn't serve your country.
You know what? I wasn't fucking stupid enough to sign up. You understand that?
You're conscripted, Arch.
Look how you turned out.
I have PTSD.
You're a fucking lunatic. Yeah, you always got excuses for everything. Nah, you got fancy titles, excuses. You've always got. It's never your fault. Never your fault. I think you're dangerous to the community.
Why?
Big super chat. Two big super chats.
Chat. Okay, here we go. Lord Carfield, $1, £1.80. Sorry, what happened to you on Dan's stream, Paul? Sorry, what happened to you on Dan's stream, Paul? Who's Dan? Don't even know. Look, I just went on there, had these pair of lesbian girls, and I lost my temper with them. They're a pair of lesbian girls who run a fragrance channel. It doesn't matter. It's just how it goes, you know? I said a few bad things, and I'm sorry, okay?
You didn't get along with their smell.
I didn't go along with their smell. They're stealing all the views! They're stealing all the views! Here we go,
Is that
Malik
Mr.
Diamond,
Smelly's
$100.
channel?
Archie, it's Friday. I need to pick me up.
Fuck you, Archie. Go fuck.
Look at that. He's just
Charming.
gone. Yeah. What a... Malik Diamond, Archie, it's Friday. I need to pick me up, not to put me down. Fake me dead. Harness the good energy. Block the bad. Cigar fund for October. Malik Diamond.
What channel was this, Mr. Smelly?
Yeah. They had these lesbian girls on, right? And they're really, like... I said something. I said, you know, Jordan Peter, it was actually the CRP guy. He said, any women with tattoos are mad as cut snakes.
You mean crazy?
Yeah. Check it out. Mr. Smelly, 1977.
They didn't like that they were crazy?
You offended them.
Actually, they look. I was just in a bad. I just woke up. I wake up early to go on his show, and then it just backfires because I haven't got my. You know, I'm
Listen,
just a bit,
Archie, I can't stay long, man. Listen,
Yes.
I got to tell you. Speaking of lesbians, did you see that photo of Bobby Google with O'Sheen?
Yeah, I did. I don't really.
Pugsley looks like a chubby lesbian.
Mr.
Yeah.
Rock, this is Mr. Rock Tattoo. You must run to the tower on Fantasy Island and ring the bell and announce the plane.
Yes, Mr. ABC. I will run to the bell and I will ring the bell and announce the plane. Here comes the plane.
Yes, yes, yes.
Mr. Rock, what is your watch fantasy, Mr. Rock?
Yes.
You know, I like Jaeger LeCoultre. Jaeger LeCoultre.
Thank you, Plastic.
Alex.
Joe Kramer.
Alex,
$100. Have a drink, Arch. I almost feel
Who's
like
just
a
joined?
drink. You know that? I'd been really... It's been hard. I had a hard day. Who's this Frederick guy? How do we know you, Frederick?
He's one of the fans. He was in the chats.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's right.
He's got some
Long
amazing
time.
watches.
Hey, that's great. That's good. Good to see you, man. Great to see you on the show. We're always looking for new talent. Ooh, nice bluesy. Maxi, it's a 40 mil, is it? 40 mil?
Yeah, that's correct.
Beautiful.
He has the Louis Vuitton watch box as well.
Sorry?
He has the Louis Vuitton watch
Holy
box as well.
shit. What made you buy that?
I like it.
What color?
The canvas, the brown, the classic.
With which I got the brown one too. With which interior?
A sense of bonding.
The red one.
Sorry?
Red.
Oh, you got the red interior like me. Wow, amazing. Beautiful.
A sense of bonding. A true
Sense
bonding.
of bonding. Exactly. So that's okay. I just want to say, legend of the day, Malik, Cigar Fund. And I got to tell you, Joe Kramer, have a drink, Arch. Yeah. I'm having a hard time at the moment. Look, did you see disrespectful, that dude? I don't like pets, but, okay, pets annoy me. You know that? I'm sorry. Pets
I know, Archie.
really annoy me. Wah, wah, wah,
Archie, the thing with this is...
that's the
Archie,
bonding session over, Doc.
Archie, you must listen. Listen, Archie, if you keep giving Dis oxygen, he will get monetized before you know it.
Yeah, I'm just disappointed. The biggest thing I could say about him is I'm disappointed. He thinks...
Cut the
Hey, by the
attention,
way,
mate.
speaking
Stop
of
giving him
stalkers,
attention.
I've started a relationship with Tommy. Tommy's a legendary guy. I'm going to have him... He's going to
Tommy's
help
a great
Bear.
guy.
Yeah, Tommy's a great guy. No, JJ said he's a stalker, but I don't think he's a stalker. You know?
Look, JJ's just got to stop eating 5 chickens a day, mate.
Oh,
Now,
I spoke to JJ. He said he's going to come on once all this politics blows over.
okay. I hope that's the case.
Mate,
Very
JJ's
two
dead to the
legends, Malik
community.
Diamond. Man, that is amazing. Another cigar. I got to tell you, I'm going to write this down on my book here. I've been having a hard time at the moment. Cigar Fund. I tell you what, I want to get some beautiful cigars. You know that? I tell you now.
What's wrong? Why are you having a hard time?
A lot less hard now with Malik Diamond's contribution.
How's the back pain?
Look, I got to tell you, with the back pain, I think it's poor posture. Poor posture is the cause of that. 'Cause
You know,
I've
I
changed-
forgot to tell
Stand-up
you.
desk.
Yeah. Sorry, Doc.
I was going to tell you, Green Room is onto some good points for your back pain if it's an issue.
But with the steroid injection, if it continues, maybe that's the solution.
There's
You
some
know, the
other
problem
things
is-
before that, but yes.
But the thing is, it's also the posture. What I've done is I've changed. I've gone back to my chair that you guys bought me, and it's got different angles. Hey, JJ, come on. Let's clear the air. I'm sending JJ the link. I love my JJ. Let's get him
Fuck
on.
JJ.
JJ's all
Fuck
right.
JJ the fucking
JJ's
snake.
all right.
He just wants
Plastic,
to talk
come on.
watches. He doesn't want
He's a
drama.
fucking cunt. JJ is a fucking fat little cunt.
Oh, come on, Plastic.
Come on, man.
Hey, man, just slow down.
He's a bitching, mining little fat cunt.
Ooh, look,
he
just
doesn't-
slow down. Hey,
all he is.
slow down. We got to.
Who's squeezing the cat? Who's squeezing the cat?
Oh, poor
Okay,
bloody
plastic,
Google.
plastic,
Poor bloody
just-
Google. Let's all stick up for Barbie.
Yeah. Bobby raped the pontiff, and let's stick up for Bobby. $50,000 US. That's what Artem
Poor
said.
Barbie. Oh, don't hurt Barbie. Don't hurt Barbie. Oh, poor Barbie. Let him fight his own battles, JJ, you cunt.
Oh, let's not use the C word, plastic. This is a.
You know who else is a cunt? That fucking old wizard. That old wizard's a motherfucker.
Look, I'm gonna have to boot you off there. I'm gonna have to boot him off there. And just out of interest,
You know, he's sort of like he's sort of like the Australian.
fuck
Norm
your link. I just
Macdonald.
got a message from JJ. Fuck your link. I'm not giving you any material. You've been cursing me for a week. Yeah, that's because you didn't come on my stream.
No, JJ's all right, man.
Go
They
away,
did
JJ, you big tough
let me speak. Can I speak
Poor
for a minute,
Bobby.
Archie?
Poor Bobby.
Now, remember when JJ got into that thing with Tim? It was a few weeks ago where where we called Tim a slime ball and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. It either started on Tim's show, then it might have spilled over on the JJ show. But during that whole thing, there was all these troll comments in the comment section, and somebody even, I guess you could call it doxing. I mean, nowadays doxing is when you give out a guy's name, his address, I guess phone number, right? But
I didn't say anything.
oh no, but just listen.
Just hang on 1 minute there. I got to grab this. CB, $5. Yeah, but he bought a nice green sheet to cover the wall behind him. That's right.
Okay,
He's,
look.
they're talking about the delusional fantasist Dis.
There's one more
And
too.
Sean
he's
W,
talking about
$2.80. Dis, what do you think of the 225580 Seamaster? He's gone. He's not here, and he's not coming back. So I got to tell you guys, seriously, look, I don't mind the JJ. I'm happy to have the JJ on, but I got to be totally honest with you.
Look,
I gotta be totally.
Archie, let's assume that name that they were putting in the chat was his real name. Let's just assume it was. How many people could have known his real name? Not that many. What, did he sell a few watches to somebody? Would that person have been mad at him enough to? I mean, who could it have been that, if that name is true, who could have known his name? Tim, probably.
Anybody in the group would have known too.
What in a what? Like a WhatsApp group or something?
The WhatsApp group that he's in.
So
Yeah,
what?
I don't want anyone mentioning anyone's name. There.
More than a dozen people?
Something like that. Yeah, a couple
come on,
dozen people.
guys.
Yeah, all right, well, whatever. I don't know. Then.
Listen,
But still, who
this
would
is the
who
North
would have done
Korea
that?
of the fucking watch
that's
community.
how snaky it got.
We are
pretty snaky.
North
NV
Korea.
Scotsman, $3. Plastic is still your best guest. I'm not Plastic. I think you're a bit toxic. I'm going to have to boot you just because you've been a bit loud there. I love you, but you can't talk about JJ like that. I love my JJ. Racing R, $5. Hardy. What do you
get? Fuck the little fat cunt. Fuck him.
Wizard needs to be
okay.
more happy. You said Wizard needs more happy.
We can't. Should I keep him on or boot him?
Let him explain himself. Why is he
Look,
going?
why are
for
you
Wizard?
so angry at JJ? JJ.
I thought you were talking about,
Because he calls me a
cryptocurrencies
cunt.
and stuff like that.
I was watching. Listen, I was watching your show once. My kids were there. He called me a cunt. He called Plastic a cunt. My kids were watching the fucking show. So fuck JJ.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
I hope he fucking spokes on one of those fucking chicken bones, a fat cunt.
Okay. Let's just calm down a bit, please. Calm down.
And the
Now,
wizard wanted Mr. GMT to come and fucking kill me. Well, I hope the wizard fucking dies. The fat fucking old cunt.
Look,
Wizard
come
put
on,
it on
man.
the hit on you. Put it
Hold
on the
on,
hit on
man.
Plastic.
Oh no! Look, did he actually say that?
Plastic.
He wanted
Plastic.
that Greek faggot, Mr. GMT, to put a fucking hit on me. It's a fucking.
That's probably just a joke.
Fucking wizard.
No, that's
Come
a
on.
Fuck
joke.
Mr.
No one-
GMT and his
Come on.
fake fucking
Probably
club.
Come
too
on.
far
Mr.
now.
GMT is not going to
Okay,
hurt
let's just
anybody.
calm down there. Now, I can't read
Call it a
people's
day.
names. I'm not gonna read people's names on the stream. Okay. Thomas
Anyway,
G, five
kumbaya,
euros.
my
Keep
lord.
plastic.
Kumbaya.
Okay, I think it's time we let plastic go for today. That's enough. That's enough for today. Okay.
This
That's
one
a
from Mr.
plastic.
Smelly.
I love you, but man, you
that's
can't talk
too
about
much.
the guests like that. Okay, I'm sorry, man.
No, you want
He's
want
gone a
to
bit
have
overboard. I'm sorry, he's gone overboard. That super rodent. I'm not mentioning people's names here. That's just not fair. Come on. I don't want to do that, man.
Plastic is a little bit like the late great Norm Macdonald. If you ask him not to do any more OJ jokes, all he's going to do are OJ jokes.
Yeah. Look, we're here to chat watchers, okay? I got to tell you, I had this on here. I felt sorry for this, just very quickly. I felt sorry for him. I thought, he's not doing so well. He's just an asshole. The guy is an asshole.
Look, Arch, there's quite a few super chats, like quite a few that we're missing.
Okay.
Like a lot.
Like where? Tell me where to start.
Mr. Smelly, CB.
Oh, Mr. Smelly, CB. Where's Mr. Smelly? Here we go. Envy Scotsman, $3. Will be you regular on Mr. Smelly's show? I don't know. Look, he's a great guy. I like him. It's up to him. CB, $10. Can I ask you a watch question? What do you think about the Gronfeld brothers and the fact they closed orders until end of 2022? Will the punter pay attention to these brands? Gronfeld. Have you ever heard of this brand?
Yeah, it's a German brand.
Independent brand.
I think you brought it up once before.
I got to tell you, I hate these independents. Really, would you, Gronfeld? Just having a look here now.
I'm not putting 10 grand into a watch I've never heard of.
They're in the Netherlands.
Yeah, Netherlands.
Look, what's the point of custom-made screws on a watch? What the hell? You know what I
Saying
mean?
the history goes
Absolutely.
back to 1912.
Fine, but a lot of these independent micro brands, whatever you want to call them, they've got custom-made screws. Only they can open it. Only they can send it to God knows where.
Exactly.
Not me.
What's the most nicest looking one? Let's look at this simple one. 1941 Priscilla. What the hell is it? Look, is that cool? Do you reckon that's cool? I don't mind this Tiffany dial Gromfeld. How much are they? Tell me this. How much are these things?
A couple thousand.
Fuck!
5 figures.
Fuck!
5 figures.
How much?
Fuck!
We can't see.
You're
Go down.
joking, aren't you?
What's the price? Where is the price?
29,000 euros.
Jesus. Excluding
5
taxes.
figures.
It's like a Calatrava had sex with a Tiffany Rolex. That's what it is.
OP. Well, and the blue hounds from the day date, the platinum day date.
My God, dude, look, I got to be honest with you. Look, micro brands, you've got to be super. What level of wealth do you need to be to buy this shit?
No,
Crazy rich.
What do you reckon?
no, don't.
Would you get your money
preloaded.
back? Look at this. Place your reservation. 29,000 for steel, 37 for red rose gold, 38 for white, excluding taxes. Holy shit! And that's just a simple three-hander.
Some people
the
have
back-
more
what's the
money than
backlight?
brains. More money than brains.
It's nothing that special, is it? Is that special?
It's limited. I mean, there's very few people walking around with Gronfelds
Would you get
on their
your
wrist.
money back on that sort of shit?
Oh no, it's
Looks
yours
like
forever. It's yours forever.
I don't look honestly.
Maybe
That
hand it down to
19
the next generation.
That 1941 on Chrono's £52,000.
You're going to have a grandson who says, "I wish Grandpa had a Patek."
Look, I can see there's probably some beauty and some craftsmanship that's gone into it, but Jesus Christ, that is expensive.
Are there any Tiffany dial
Oh, they
Pateks?
closed. What do you think of the fact Gronfell Brothers? What do you think of the fact they closed orders until the end of 2022? So they can't even order one. You can't even order one. They closed the orders.
Does that mean the business? Does that mean the business is having trouble? I mean,
that's a good strategy, marketing strategy.
Sometimes it's not marketing strategy. Sometimes there's something within the company forcing you to shut it down for the moment.
Yeah, they don't have enough capacity to produce any more watches.
In Britain, because of Brexit, we've got a problem getting truck drivers. So there's talk of fuel shortages. People are panic buying fuel.
Can I ask you, why do you have unemployment in England? Right? What's the unemployment rate? 10%?
It's about 3 million maybe. So
and people won't pick fruit and they won't drive trucks. I don't understand that.
Well,
is there a reason?
Maybe they're getting paid to sit at home like in the United States.
Yeah, they get Social Security money, and it gets to a point where there's no point getting a job because you get all your rent covered, all your rates,
but it's
what we call council
life.
tax.
It's a shit life. It's a shit life. You know, I got to be honest with you. Sitting on Jamie, you've been in the UK. What's it like being on welfare? It's not fun, is it?
It's miserable.
It's worse than death. It's worse than it's
but
shit.
I think you must distinguish that it probably will catch up eventually because this whole Brexit thing is only just starting to kick in. So you say, why don't they just start driving lorries? It takes time to learn how to drive a lorry and do your license.
Nursing them and all that
maybe
stuff.
And then you got to be aware of all the fines because the government in the UK loves to fine you speed cameras, fine you overloading, fine you this. It's a fine country, the UK.
I think Australia's worse for fines.
Actually,
UAE's pretty bad for fines.
Big. EU, is it? It's bad.
UAE, Abu Dhabi.
United Arab Emirates.
Yeah.
How's that bad?
3,000 dirhams and these really funky automated cameras, and you can't really do much to argue your case. So people just accept it as a tax and just move on, pay it, move on, just watch speed.
What's 3,000 dirhams? What's that like?
500 quid.
Holy shit!
Wow.
Yeah.
Here we go. CB, can I ask? Okay, so what do I think? Will the Pontiff ever pay attention to these brands? No. Sorry, no. Now, let's keep moving on here. Envy Scotsman, plastic is still your best guest? I don't know. He's very abrasive. I don't like that. It's too abrasive. Racing R, $5. Archie, what do you think of the Breitling Movement B01? You know what? Most people hate it. They hate it. They had that watchmaker on. He said it's a bitch to service. Can't get parts. But I like the idea of it. I think it's great. Breitling's got their own movement. Thomas G, €5. Keep plastic. He just gets plastic. Just goes way out of. I can't have him dishing. I mean, JJ's not that bad.
Because
okay?
you want to have a future relationship with JJ, right? So if you're starting having people in your house smashing JJ to bits, that's not going to do you any favors.
You've got Mr. GMT.
Where's Mr.
Can't control
GMT?
what they say, but you can.
You've got about 4 of them.
Look, Mr. GMT in Darwin is not going to come down to Brisbane and try and sort out plastic. So it's completely nonsense.
Here we go. Mr. GMT, $5. Sorry, plastic. I don't know where you got your information. Words like that have never been said. I'm a lover, not a fighter. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, I tend to agree with Mr. GMT. I don't want to fight. I don't want, it's getting too vicious. It's too vicious. Just calm down.
He did sing Kumbaya. Come on.
He did.
He made
CB5. I don't know why he hates JJ so much.
He was sort of
He starts
laughing
from-
when he was singing Kumbaya, though. He was laughing.
He was. Yeah, yeah.
CB $5. Grown field remote more can be sold at 2 times retail.
Guys, does anyone else want to go back to the good old days of talking about Marcelo's sex life for almost 3 hours?
No. Don't.
Okay.
No.
Just asking.
I got a delivery today.
Oh, da 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 da.
No, it's nothing. Well, for me, it's pretty cool, but.
Oh, you got the extract. That's for the pocket watch?
Yep. Have you ever had one of these?
Yes, they're hard to get now. That's $500, isn't it?
Well, I got it for free because John Reardon, when he sent the pocket watch, he forgot to put this in, so this sort of come a few days later.
Oh.
But you can only get it, or you can only request it from Protect Philippe if your
Watch
piece
is pre-90.
is exactly. It needs. I think it's either 20 or 25 years old plus.
Yeah.
But it's pretty cool. It's very nice.
Yeah. And what does it say? What does it say there about pocket watch? It tells you the escapement. It tells you the case number. Enamel, Dauphine. Does it mention Tiffany on it at all? No. Date of manufacturer 1899. Date of sale 1900. Holy shit! That's actually pretty damn cool. So, because you know what, that's so important because that ties in to the watch being. We had Doc was saying, "Are we sure it's genuine? Is it this?" Because there are some of those they just get a normal pocket watch and make it look like a Tiffany, but to be honest with you, there's all the proof you need. There is the fact that one, it came from John Reardon,
right?
And secondly,
I got my invoice from Collectability. I got my proof of payment to Collectability. I got my extract from the archive. I'm clean. I'm more than fine.
100% with John Reardon. 100%, 1,000%.
Got one
Look
from
at that.
NV
He's so
Scotsman.
cool.
That's cool. It's
Thank
a
you,
David
Roland.
Provenance then.
NV Scotsman, $3. Panels thought on Tudor 79280 salmon dial. Have you ever seen that? I've never even seen. They did a
Tiger
salmon
Chrono.
dial Tudor. What's that?
Is that the print state chrono?
I think so. Give me the number. Tudor 79280.
Yeah, I think that's the Tiger Chrono with the printed.
Sorry, give me the number. 79280. I left the zero
Correct.
off. Okie dokie. Let's get a picture of this. Salmon. They did a salmon. Oh,
They
it's the
did all
Tiger
colours.
Woods.
They've done green, they've done red, they've done yellow, they've done blue, they've done pretty much every colour under the sun.
I'll just share that for the audience. Let's just get this baby up on the screen here.
Salmon's kind of subtle for them. I don't remember the salmon as much as the red.
It wasn't very
And you know
common.
what's happened too?
Yeah. See,
tell
with
you
the
this.
printed Arabics.
You realize this? I've lost both people. Plastic's pissed off at me now because I booted him off. JJ's pissed off because I let him on. I got no win, lose. You see that? JJ's not talking to me because he's saying, you let him on. And Plastic's pissed off because I booted him off. It's lose for me. How have I won out of this?
Plastic will recognize why.
Do you mind if I just play it
Jump in,
quickly
please.
for the guys? Just the pocket watch. If I play the sound.
Actually, could we have that? I'd rather have that than Kumbaya at the moment, please.
Yeah, I'll just play it quickly.
Yes,
the
please.
repeater.
That'll make it like a watch channel, though. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
That is so cool.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Just...
You know, at the time that watch was born, I don't think they had telephones either.
Wow.
So you really needed to have something like that to wake up.
Yeah. Do you know what I
Jamie,
like
I
to
demand
do?
you get a waistcoat and a monocle.
He's got the bowler hat. He's got the cap. He's got the hat.
Yeah, that's right.
What I
CB,
like to
$5. Archie, can you make me a Marco and become your independent brands experts? Can you make me a Marco? You know what? For CB, we could do anything. CB's a great guy.
Oh, no.
Really.
Hey, there's one from CB before that for $10.
Let me
Okay,
show
here
you
we go.
what I like to do.
Here we go. CB, $10. Let me disgust you and the panel even more. What do you think of Acrivia watches?
Acrivia. Who the heck are they?
Acrivia. Let's get that baby up. A-K.
It sounds like they wanted to be Ottavia, but didn't quite make it.
Acrivia. My God, what the hell is this garbage? Let's have a look. Okay, that's...
It's pretty good until you find out it costs 40,000.
40,000.
Fucking hell.
I don't know. I'm making that up. I have no idea how much it costs.
You've got
Those
Ghost of
crown
Marco's
watches are pretty
Past.
cool.
Here we go. Ghost of Marco's Past, $2. 36 mil coral red for 9.5. What say ye? Good deal? $36 mil for 9.5. Holy shit, that's dear. I'd rather get a Milgauss. Can you get a Milgauss for that sort of money? I think you can. We're talking US dollars. 9,500. That's just look. That's the market price.
Now, we did CB's second $5 one.
Okie dokie. And the next one is CB $5. We did that one. We're up to date. We got Rinser. Rinser 1,000. 5 Swiss francs. Hi, Arch. What do you think of the Black Bay ceramic?
Black Bay ceramic.
I'm
41 or 58, Black Bay 58, or what, the 41
There's no
millimeter?
I think he means the
58
chrono.
ceramic.
I think he means the chrono.
I'm confused.
Oh, the chrono, okay.
The Black Bay.
Oh, yeah, the
Oh,
all-black chrono, yeah.
Yeah. It's
No, I
not
don't
really
like
my
it.
cup of tea. I don't like ceramic.
Oh, right.
I think he means ceramic as in the case and that there.
PVD. And you've got Malik Diamond.
Let's get Malik Diamond. Which one's Malik Diamond? Sorry.
He's just become a platinum member.
Holy shit. Malik Diamond, you are today's legend. We've got a few legends there. We've got Malik Diamond.
Been a
We've got
legend for
Joe
a while,
Kramer.
actually.
Joe Kramer. I will start drinking again soon. Believe you me.
Diamond has quite a collection too, from what I remember.
Malik Diamond, what a great guy.
Okay, we're finally caught up. Right.
Look,
I think that ceramic Black Bay just makes it look kind of like a toy. Sorry.
it always worries me. Hairline cracks in ceramic. That's what scares me.
Because it doesn't heal, it just expands.
Exactly. What do you think? How do you know if someone's dropped it or what? You know what I mean? Like, how would you open the case?
Actually, that's right. You can have a crack that's internal and you don't even see it until, of course, you get a final failure.
Yes. Yes. So it's kind of, I like steel. You know that? I really do like steel.
That's a good point about ceramic. You can have a fracture that's internalized. You can literally bump it into a door just gently, and the whole thing can shatter.
Super chat.
Here we go. Here we go. Super chat from CB, $10. Archie, I gave you a good American hard currency, and you did not give me the satisfaction with Acrivia. I am booting myself and going to dinner, and who loves me more than you? He's going to out with his wife. Good on you. The Acrivia, I got to be totally honest with you. Let's get these babies up on Chrono. Let's go. Is there any on Chrono, guys? Is there any on Chrono?
I thought you pulled up the Acrivia.
We did, but he wanted more value.
Oh, he wanted more. He wanted more.
Acriva, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, CB deserves more, to be honest.
He does deserve Acrivia. IA. Look at that. Okay. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okie dokie. Acrivia.
Maybe you have to go to their website. You may not have a choice. You may not have a choice.
Here we go. Let's have a look. 25,000. The 25 Look at this here. This is what they make. Holy shit. They make some interesting stuff. Look at their world. Oh, that's a Beauvais. Beauvais. Look, the problem with this independent stuff is, would you ever, I don't know, would you ever get your money back? Tell me that.
Cool.
Look at this. Lorient Ferrier. I mean, I can understand that. Grand Seiko. But this sort of shit here, what the fuck do you do? Look, how much is this? This here, it's a tourbillon mono pusher. You can imagine the price of this. This would be like $500,000. Let's have a look. How much is this damn thing?
Too much.
Could be 6 figures if it's one.
Oh, it's 200,000 Swiss francs.
Super chat.
Yeah, do you know how much that is?
It's about
It's a lot of
150
money.
grand.
A lot, mate.
Quid.
Yeah.
Would anyone want it? This is the thing. You might buy it for that price, but does anyone really want it?
200,000 Swiss francs is 216,000 US dollars.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
It's stronger than the pound now.
No. The pound's stronger. That's it.
158 in pounds.
Oh, right.
158,000
Oh,
pounds.
sorry, you're dollars. Yeah.
Still.
I tell you what. I mean, look. It must have some beauty to it, right? It's got some beauty to it. It's a beautifully handcrafted sort of watch. It's a lot of money, but. And see, the thing is, by buying a Patek, see, what you're really doing is you're investing the money to make sure that you don't lose your total ass on it.
Preservation of wealth.
It's like buying a Cartier piece of jewelry.
No, but who's going to service that?
It's
That's my biggest worry.
well,
Super chat.
you'd have to take it back to the manufacturer. That's the only way you get that serviced. Flip Mode 45. Happy weekend, Fikers. What do you think of the Amiga? Japanese market Speedmaster. I'm always tempted to pick one up. What do you think? What is this? What's the Japanese mark? What is this one here?
Let's look it up. 3513.33.
Amiga Speedmaster 3. Give me the number. Quick.
3513.
3513.
33. 00 just means it's on the bracelet, I think.
Oh, I actually love this. This is beautiful. Look at this. What do you think of that? It's an automatic.
Oh, I remember those.
Yeah, they're bits. They're just the reduced case.
They're 39 mils.
But it's. They also had a Japanese department store, the normal Speedmaster with a Matsuzuku dial, whatever the fuck it is, a Matsuzuki dial. You remember those? I reckon those are better. Omega Speed. Who's yawning there?
Oh shit.
This
Super
is
chat.
it here. The Matsuzuki one, I think. See that? That was the limited. They had a limited edition dial. It was a department store. This is it. Sorry, this is what it looks like. That's the Mitsukoshi. Mitsukoshi. That's the Mitsukoshi dial. I reckon that's more beautiful. Okay. Here we go. I reckon that's more beautiful.
By the way, I'm really feeling the Cartier Santos, the 42 mil one. There's a guy called, I think his name is Jay Hafiz. He does lots of watch reviews with really high
Dan
quality
Katz,
image.
$2.80. Ask Dufour, he's all thumbs up. Acrivia. Ask Dufour. Dufour's the maker. They're a big independent maker. He's all thumbs up. Acrivia. See, this stuff is so niche. It's like, you know, those supercars. As if Lamborghini or Ferrari is too mainstream, you go for a Koenigsegg. What's that? Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg.
Koenigsegg. Or you go for a Spiker.
Or
A
noble.
spiker. He's
As
yawning.
well,
What's
that's-
wrong with Green Room? Green Room, you've been watching porn until the early hours of the morning. What's wrong, man?
No, I just was up all night reading up on the WhatsApp drama, as always.
What? What's that drama?
I have no idea.
Some people were accusing him of being a mass murderer.
Yeah. No big deal.
Other than that, it's fine.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh.
I don't understand.
It was because he was posting things that kind of reminded me of.
Something or other.
They kind of reminded me of kind of Monty Python gross humor.
I see. Yeah.
Hey,
I gotta
Archie,
tell you guys.
check this out, Archie. I think I showed you this the other day, but I'm working on a three-piece Speedmaster collection. But check out my three-piece Seamaster collection. Hold on, look, watch. I got an Aquaterra, look, with the green dial.
Well, that's not really a speak. Put it up again. Put it up
So
again.
this is the Seamaster three-piece collection. Okay, look, I got an Aquaterra with the green dial.
Aquaterras are sea monsters, yeah.
So this is a Seamaster
nice.
three-piece, not
Yep.
Speedies. This is just Seamaster. Okay, then I got the 300M on a black strap. On a black strap.
Next.
The last one is I got a titanium Planet Ocean GMT. So that's not bad, right? I got a Planet Ocean, a 300M, and an Aquaterra.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Now I'm working on the three-piece Speedmaster combo, and I already have the gray side of the moon. I have to add 2 more to it.
I hate the grey side of the
You've been
moon.
speaking
like
to
it, I
Showcase
like it.
Watches, William.
No, I've always
He
liked
got
them. I bought my
bitten you
first
by the
Omega.
Omega bug.
No, I've always
Rinser,
bought Omega. I bought my
1,000,
first one in
5 Swiss
1999.
francs. Do you like the
Yeah,
Black
they're
Bay
gorgeous.
58 silver? They stick to steel sports only. They stick to steel sports only. Do
Why?
you like
Why
the-
stick to steel sports?
Why stick to steel ports only?
That's from the pre. That's from the Bond Seamasters, isn't it? Pre-Bond? No, it's not. It's the new wave dial.
I got to tell you seriously, guys. I saw an interesting comment on Facebook today. Okay, I just troll around for comments, right? And I thought this was fascinating because it was a it's kind of just hit me really, really hard there, is that with a lot of these watches now, they are so impossible to get. I'll just read you this comment. I just want to read it to you. And it was, let me find this damn thing.
The reason I'm wearing sunglasses indoors is because I'm trying to prevent from facial recognition hackers. But here, if you want to see my eyes, there.
Facial recognition hackers. Who's
Yeah.
facial recognition hackers? What the hell are you talking about?
But look, here you go. See, I have eyeballs there.
Must be someone in the chat that's asking, right?
Yeah, someone's in the chat saying this guy's shady with the sunglasses. The reason that's why I'm wearing them.
David, what are you eating?
That's why I use an avatar.
Marmite on toast.
Oh, nice.
I'm just trying
Do you
to
know
find this
Marmite?
in here.
It's
There was a
from England.
Aussies call
Marmite.
it Vegemite.
well,
I
it's
don't know what
kinda
Americans
different,
call
isn't
it. I don't know, is it?
Just
No, I thought
awful.
Marmite's
It's just, I thought it was just awful.
it's a particular brand of Vegemite.
It's just awful, isn't it, Marmite?
There's a meme with Robert Downey Jr. facial expression when he finds out that it's not that he lost his taste buds from COVID, but he was eating English.
Oh, I see. Interesting. Look, I was just going to say there was a posting on Facebook where someone said, "Hey, I've got a friend of mine who's coming up to his 40th birthday," and he just basically said they wanted to get a Rolex Submariner. What chance have they got? None. Absolutely. My mate is looking for a Submariner. If you know of anyone who has one for list, anyone that has one for, you got to be joking. You can't get them at list. My
Yeah, I was
God.
going to say you can go to David SW and get one for the birthday, no problem.
No, but a list price. Diego got one pretty quickly. Dare I
I
mention
don't
his
think that
name?
guy is quite what he seems, you know.
At best, he was extremely lucky.
Yeah. Look, the whole situation with the watches and that, people, we're going through uncharted territory. I don't know if you know this. So after World War II, you had rationing. Okay, so there was basically retail price maintenance. Okay, so basically, you paid the retail price. Then you had the 60s, 70s, we had discounting, haggling. Now we've got retail plus. You understand? And I got to tell you guys, it's Frederick. Frederick, what do you do yourself? Tell me about yourself.
I live in Sweden. I work in media.
You work in the what? The media.
Media.
Yeah.
I see. And how many watches do you have?
In my bedroom, I have now the Blue Sea.
Oh, so you got your box? Show us your box. You got your box?
My wife is sleeping now. It's late.
Oh, sorry.
So,
She's sleeping. Holy shit.
yeah, it's...
You're in your bedroom with her.
No, not now. I am in another bedroom. And then there's
You have separate
Omega.
bedrooms? What the hell? How did that happen?
No, we don't. We only have it sometimes, not now, always. It's a quite big apartment.
Okay.
So,
That's the way
and then
it creeps in, Doc. That's the way it creeps in, Doc. That's how they say it, Doc. Okay.
He's got another. That's the enamel dial one. Seamaster,
Sorry,
right?
Seamaster.
Yeah.
Jamie Opulence. What are you buying next?
The Blue Sea.
That pen. A pen. Watch wise, I probably won't buy the Bluesy. I want the black sub date. That's what I want.
How you're gonna have to pay over retail for that?
Yeah, that's all right. I buy everything over retail.
Does that piss you off that now you have money to finally buy a few things, you've got to pay way over retail? You don't know.
No.
Would you go to Chrono Expert? They're in Spain, aren't they, Jamie?
By the way, you got some volcanoes that are gone nasty.
Yeah, that's an island. Is it Palma? Where is it? La Palma. Yeah, I'm on the mainland, so it's not anywhere near here. But yeah, it looks really
that
bad.
lava gets pretty damn hot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to Iceland, talking about volcanoes and whatnot. I've booked it today. I'm going to Iceland, Reykjavik.
For what?
Me and my friend Jack, we're hiring a Land Rover Defender, and we're going to drive the circle of Iceland for 8 days and just stop off at places.
Have you been
hotels.
to the Northern Lights? Northern Lights?
No, never. But hopefully we'll see some. We're going in November.
Wouldn't you go and live in one of those ice hotels? You know those ice hotels?
I'd stay in one, but not live in one. Yeah, I'd stay in one.
Yeah. SR Bell 67 $2. Archie, how many times did you? Come on, man! I don't understand. These guys are nuts. These guys are nuts. You're wearing your paddock. Give us a look at that paddock. Give us a look. Leave it on the wrist.
Yeah, well, it's okay.
Don't do like that.
Oh, so it's actually 2 in the morning or 2 in the what's that? What time is it?
Yeah, it's 2 in the morning.
Holy shit! What time do you go to bed?
Well, you fucker have been disrupting my my work, everything, since I've been coming on these streams, because your schedule is not great for me. It starts at 1 and finishes at 4. And then my daughter's wanting to go to school at 8:30. So I'm like a zombie.
Oh, man.
Because of you.
Time zone, Jamie. I also it's 2 o'clock in Sweden also.
Holy shit. What makes you come on these streams then? This is just,
a loyalty to the channel. Come on.
The community.
All hail to the Pontiff.
No. The community was actually started out by Paul Thorpe. Started that word, the community.
The community.
much.
We're here to
I think he's
sweep up
overused the
your-
term a bit, don't you think?
your
Well,
content.
everyone's jumped on that bandwagon now. Tim and well, just Tim really.
I want to ask. I got some really clever guys here. I want to start with Jamie. What the hell do I do with this YouTube business? Everyone's tried. Like, I have Dis, right? You saw Dis. He came on. Yeah, it's sort of like Revenge of the Nerds, 1980. You know, he comes on. You feel sorry for him. Drew Peacock, drop a link. Yes, sir. Let's see if we can get AC Morgan on as well. What should I do, Jamie, to protect this YouTube business that I've got here? They all want to stream. I heard it. Paul Thorpe's thinking of doing streaming. You've got all these guys. They're trying to encroach on. What do I do, Jamie?
Well, you don't resist it. You don't fight against it. You go with it, right? Because you're not going to stop them. They're going to do it anyway.
Yes.
So you shouldn't push back. You should just embrace it and work with them, right? Because more than one person doing streams is actually a good thing for the ecosystem of watches on YouTube.
Okay. What did you think
the
of the
viewers.
way we had Marco and Tim and JJ? They were fresh talent. And I realized they were making so much money, and I decided to get them to turn on each other. Was that a clever management technique, or?
Well, I believe in the divide and conquer, right? The psychology behind divide and conquer is, for me, as a British person, interested in all that, you know, the empire and whatnot.
Yeah.
I like the divide and conquer strategy.
Did you
I
think
find
it worked?
fascinating.
Has it worked to silence them a bit?
Well,
or?
it seems that they hate each other, so clearly it works.
See, I didn't have to lie or do terribly much to have that inner hatred come out of those guys.
Yeah.
But what do I do? I got plastic is so nasty to JJ. I'm trying to get JJ. I don't mind JJ. I like him.
You need to, if you want to have a relationship with JJ, you need to control, you know, people coming on your stream swearing to the high heavens about JJ. And JJ's a good guy, but JJ doesn't want any drama. He just wants to come and talk straight watches. That's it.
Yeah. I know what you're saying.
Super chat.
We've got Drew Peacock here. Hey, Drew.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Hey.
I just wanted to make an announcement. I've made a. Oh, there we go.
Drew, I think you should take your shirt off though before you start your stream, man.
I bought my mom's bag. Remember, I told you I
that's
needed some
beautiful.
advice on getting my mom a bag. I got her a nice Louis white damier. It's beautiful. Oh my God, I've been catching up with all you guys. Oh my, she flipped out. She couldn't believe it. She didn't expect it at all. But
that's going to be her favorite purse, my man. That's her favorite purse right there.
Yeah, respect. That's cool.
Yeah,
Real
very
good.
quickly, I just got to grab this super chat here. Drew Peacock, $2. Drop the link. There's Drew. Drew, are you auditioning for movie and TV roles?
absolutely, you know, I'm always open to opportunity, you know.
Maybe you
What's
should go
going
to
on?
Hollywood, don't you think? SR Bell.
I got the Archie
Arch, have you been with a man? Look, I don't like to kiss and tell. I don't like to kiss and tell, but I do. I am a homosexual. I have sex
Archie.
at home. I have sex
Archie.
at home. There you
Archie when he goes to Nana's Plaza, he goes upstairs.
Yes. Kelsowitz, $5. Just spoke to an AD who is having their Grand Seiko dealership revoked as Grand Seiko's moving sales to boutique only. Now is the time to get a deal at an AD. Just spoke to an AD. That is exactly what happened to my friend in Sydney. They revoked the dealership to start their boutique. That's
Would they buy the stock back?
exactly. Sorry?
Would they buy the stock back, do you reckon?
No, but it's a chance the dealership would rather sell it than give it back to Seiko, wouldn't they?
Okay. Yeah.
So that they would rather just clear
Get
it as quick
something.
as they can.
Commission.
They'd rather get the money because otherwise it's got to be done through accounts and they get money back. It's a hassle. They'd rather sell it immediately. because Seiko's only going to pay wholesale prices that they sold it to them. If they can make a bit of extra money, they'd much rather do that, you see?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Drew, what's
What's
happening
up,
with the
everybody?
watches? Have you bought anything? What have you done?
I'm still waiting. I'm still
'Cause
waiting.
I remember speaking
just
to
for
what's his name? You know, JJ. He said
Stefano.
you were very stingy. You said you were very, and Stefano said you were stingy. You're not paying the market price. You wanted so much money for your garbage, to quote Stefano.
Hey, I mean,
Plastic will stick up
I
for
don't
you.
know.
Sorry?
You know, I'm just gonna wait
Plastic
it
will
out.
stick up.
I'm gonna wait it out, wait for the right opportunities. But hey, I mean, I didn't hear that from Stefanos. That's a bit shocking. But hey, maybe I
AMG,
needed to hear
$3.
that here.
Arch, tell us about the guy and the email from Grand Seiko. Well, my friend was an agent for Grand Seiko, and basically they just emailed him and said, thank you for your service, but we're now having a boutique. See you later. That's basically what
Quite a few
happened.
super chats all of a sudden.
Okay, here we
Yeah,
go here.
right?
Jean Sebastian Fabier. How many spiffs already, Drewy?
Too many. One too many. No, I just got off of work. I got out of the shower. I had a long day at work today.
What do you do for a job?
I'm a part-time student, and I power wash houses. So it's a small business. It's a small up-and-coming business, but
Yeah,
it's
power
pretty
washing's cool. You
lucrative.
got a gurney? What do you use?
I use soap solution, and
Yep.
it really does like the job for us.
Okay,
So
tell me this. What should I do?
apply
I want to
it.
power wash my house. I got a gurney. So do I rinse it first and then soap, or do I soap first and then rinse? What do I
So
do?
you
Tell me.
need a solution, right? Sodium hypochlorite, and then like house soap. That's what I use.
Can I just use sugar soap?
I mean, that's not really going to get mold out. That's not going to get algae. That's not going to get, the living crap that's on your house that sits in between the shingles and the siding and whatnot. Like you really need a sodium hypochlorite, which kills it,
It's
kills the
basically a bleach.
bacteria.
It's a
It is
bleach.
basically a bleach. It really is. But
So what do you do? Do you wash it first and then put it on, or do you put the shit on first?
we rinse the plants. We douse everything.
You douse everything.
Douse the windows.
Yep.
Then we
And
apply
then
the bleach, soap,
Yep.
and water solution. Like it's like a mix. And then we let it sit for a minute, rinse the windows, and then we rinse everything off. And really, it comes really clean. It comes really clean.
That sounds like a lot of fun. I love using those pressure cleaners.
It is.
It's
really
so cool.
peaceful. It's really peaceful because I've worked a good amount of jobs, and just being around people could really annoy you. And when you're just by yourself, just power washing, just going through left, right, it's like really calming. And I always thought the Hulk would be the best watch to wear if I were to ever do that, because just wear something for work, because of the colors and my company colors. We're green and blue. But it's an idea. But hey, I mean, I got I'm waiting for the best deal I can get. And hey, welcome back to the ArchieLuxury channel. Let's take this camera off me, man. I'm feeling a little freaking, let's put it on somebody
no
else.
worries.
Let's
We'll just keep
give
chatting
somebody
here,
else
okay?
the spotlight.
Okay, here we go.
What's up, everybody?
Kuipermite
How we
Frog.
doing?
Kuipermite Frog, $2. How would you feel about Luxury TV? Kuiper Luxury TV. Not sure. And we got some more super chats. Tattoo, $5. So AC3 wishes death, calls people kinds, and used F word on Mr. Smelly. Poor plastic booted for no less. Poor plastic buy Dodge and Ethereum. And Ramsey, $2. Rebel stream alert. Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay. So what? What can I do?
Exactly.
Did we get all of the ones above?
Let's have a look.
There's like 4 blue ones. Maybe we did.
Don't sleep, guys.
Yeah,
See you,
we
man.
did that one. I did that one. Yep, we did them. We did them.
Okay,
We
good.
did them.
Just wanted
Did
to-
them. Yep. Cool.
Bye-bye.
Cool.
See you, Fred.
See you later, Frederick.
Have a
Love
good
you.
one,
Thanks
Fred.
for coming on,
Nice
man.
to see you. Good
Later.
night.
Phew, it's so late at night. I can't believe that guy on there. Can you?
Jamie, what are you wearing today?
Amiga, Seamaster.
Oh yeah, nice. What's everybody wearing?
Nice.
I just clicked on the show. I just clicked on the show after a long day. What's everybody got on? Beautiful.
Yeah, it is what it is. You know, I tell you honestly. Look, it's I got to tell you, this whole YouTube business, it's a hard thing. It's a hard thing. I got to be honest with you. I sometimes I need a break. I really do need a break from YouTube, but I take a break away and then the rodents sneak in and steal your cheese. Remember that.
Shit.
You got to be SR Bell $672 AC. Where is Mark G and his well, Bear Clooney? It's all politics. You know, I there's so much politics going on. You know, so much politics, and I don't know what you can say. Politics and nastiness.
You're at the center of it all.
You know,
You're a
Archie,
politician.
Marco was able to unlock this other demographic of viewers that were probably watching your stream with Clive, with Mark, and where there was, there was some watch talk, but then there was, a lot of tomfoolery also. But then, you bring them on, they're younger guys, and there was probably this younger demographic watching your show, right? They probably found you entertaining, but not inclined to quite, open their wallets to super chat.
Yeah.
But then you bring these younger guys. This is just my opinion. I could be wrong. I probably am. Then you bring on these other younger guys, right? They start talking watches. And you remember that one time, then you let Marco run the show for a few days, right? And you weren't there. He did a good job, too. He was talking watches. And then these guys just start opening their wallets. That's about it. That's what I think. They just unlocked the, younger than us. Yeah, I'm about your age. I'm 46, 47. That's probably that's what happened. They were probably
Ramsey,
watching your show.
$2. Step 1, make peace with Tim. I'm not making peace with him, okay? I'm not interested. I tell you one thing for sure is I'd like to keep... I don't think I need these losers. I'd rather be decisive than inclusive. And we'll just see how it goes. Tattoo, $2. North Korea of the watch world, say no to peace. I don't know. I seem to attract... I seem to attract these guys. You know that?
Well, you probably had a lot of
don't let it
new
get to your head,
viewers
Arch.
over the past few years. All these now. The past few years, a lot of people have come into this watch thing.
Archie's always had very dominant viewer base.
Yeah, but the more and more come in, more younger people too. I'm thinking.
No, I mean, no, definitely. But the younger crowd, like I'm very young, and I've been following Archie since like 8 years ago. So like,
not every one of them is going to just get in, but probably a majority, not a majority, maybe 60%.
I definitely.
I'm young at heart. Does that count? I'm pretty childish too.
Yes.
Yeah. I definitely.
Let's have a look at these. Some of these super chats have come in here.
Yeah.
Here, Lapo $769. Boot plastic, please. Plastic's gone. He's gone.
As somebody having a flashback, trust me, I know what that's like.
I gotta tell you this.
Archie, Marco, though, he was loyal to you for a while. He was trashing. Every time you turn on somebody, he was your attack dog. He even dragged Nico through the dirt like crazy. Remember when you turned on when you went against Nico? It's just
But
crazy.
didn't Nico turn on him at that point? Didn't Nico fire him?
He wanted to come visit you in Australia. Remember how he was all excited?
Yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen. Do you?
I don't know. Now he can go visit Nico.
Do you reckon? Since that is all bullshit,
Let's see.
Do you reckon I should have a drink now?
No, I don't have a drink.
Yeah.
What do you reckon, guys? I don't
No,
know.
how long have you been not drinking for, Archie?
A couple months.
Oh, then just don't do it. Not yet.
I don't even
Arch.
need it. You know, just
Just eat something sweet.
Me and Arch are gonna take a first class premiere tour to Orchard Towers. Me and Arch.
That's it.
We're gonna
SR
have
Bell
oh my
$672 AC. How many glory holes have you worked at? Glory hole. Man, I don't know where they get this stuff from. You know, I gotta be honest with you. I can't talk about that. I hate peanuts. $10. Look, I'm just gonna have a toilet break. Can I just go to the toilet? I just gotta go to the toilet. I'll be back.
You should go before.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, man?
How we doing? Oh my God, Jamie! I will always remember Jamie for the Khaleesi dial Patek. That is just my guilty pleasure Patek, more than any Nautilus, honestly.
I was gonna ask.
I prefer. Oh, there it is!
That's nice, man.
Oh my goodness.
Those are beautiful.
Oh my
The problem
God.
is I would never wear one of those probably. I just would probably just keep looking at it and never wear it. Do the Nautiluses, do any of those have a GMT complication? No, right? A Patek Nautilus. There's nothing that has a GMT complication. I don't think there is. I'm just asking. I don't think so. But
Jamie, confirm this for us.
I probably could wear a Nautilus, but I don't know. Those other ones, the dress Pateks, they just end up staying in the box.
No, for me, the Nautilus would stay in the box, and I would always wear the dress Patek. I would wear it with this robe right here.
Well, maybe you wear suits more than I do. I don't know.
I know I do love my suits. I do.
Yeah, if you're wearing suits, then they're cool. You know, I only wear suits maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
I feel. I mean, hey, at least you got like your few. You know, I'm trying to build on my wardrobe. I'm trying to get a Tom Ford suit. That's my next acquisition. Like a nice Tom Ford blue suit.
Yeah.
Those are, oh my goodness. I feel Tom Ford, is the best men's clothing designer. Me personally.
Do you know Marks and Spencer's?
What do you guys think?
Do you know Marks and Spencer's?
They are very expensive.
No, he said there was a brand.
The Tom Ford is it's very good.
I know Tom Ford, but from the UK we have Marks and Spencer's.
I've heard of them, but
that's what I like to wear. But it's nothing like Tom Ford. It's just, to be honest, I don't give too much importance to clothes. I'm the sort of guy that buys 5 T-shirts of the same model but different colors.
I wear whatever they have in stock at the men's warehouse.
I'll wear those 5 T-shirts until they're worn out, and then I'll buy 5 Gap T-shirts, and I'll wear those 5 Gap T-shirts for a couple of years or a year, and then
Yeah, you see, I'm used to wearing suits, and I'm used to dressing up for school. Like as a child, like ever since growing up, it's just that type of fashion has always like been a part of me. But I do love dressing casually, and honestly, a dress Patek, on a leather strap wears really nicely with casual clothing.
Yeah.
Hello,
like
guys.
very nicely.
I'm back. Sorry about that. I hate peanuts. $10. How much to boot all these soft ducks?
It's peasant stock.
20
Arch.
apiece.
Hey, 20 apiece. And except for
40,
Jamie,
60,
Jamie can't be booted. Same as that
can.
peacock guy.
Kick me.
And
come on, boot me.
Do it.
Yeah, we can boot. Yeah. Cheese 56218 $5. Are you joking with this? Seems like some cold-blooded stuff to say to someone who has had their ass in the grass.
There's some type of like guinea pig running around on someone's keyboard.
Not me.
Yeah.
Not me.
Okay, and we've also got that's the way it goes there. Lapo $769. Since you gave him tough luck, Marceau has become famous on other streams, so he got something out of you for sure. We tried our best. You know this? Tattoo, $2. JJ went to... Okay, that's the problem. Yeah, look, I got to tell you, they're not very loyal. There's no loyalty in this business. What do I do, Jamie? This business is killing me. What do I do? You know that?
I think you should take a holiday.
Those sneaky rodents will take my slots if I take a holiday.
Yeah,
Can I tell
would
you
agree
how
with
bad
that.
it is? We had a holiday this past week, but I had to come back every day to film.
See, I was very tempted to spill the beans on that, but I said I gotta bite my tongue.
Yeah, I had to come back every day because otherwise they'll take my slot. And you know what happens? I don't know what the hell the problem is. Nobody likes each other. They're all got egos. Bear is angry at me.
It proves you're the James Brown of the watch collecting community. You're the hardest working pontiff in show business.
Let me tell you this. Bear's angry at me because I let Clive on. Clive's angry at me because I abused him and went hard. You've got... I hate peanuts! $50. Thank you. Thank you so much. I got to tell you, I got Jamie. Jamie, I actually like having you on, Jamie.
Yeah.
Arch, it's peasants. It's not peanuts.
I like being on as well.
I got to tell you, I also like Timepiece Fund on.
Because who hates peanuts?
Sod.
I understand hating peasants.
I like sod.
Now, I'm waiting for... No, Sard is a great... It's green room, isn't it? Who's that noise there?
Not me, Archie.
Don't blame me. I've been self-muting ever since we started.
I got to tell you seriously, guys, it is a tough gig. It's a very tough gig. And then you can't even get Rolex. Somebody wants to get a watch for... tell me this. Do you have friends like who are sort of... They know you like watches. And they say, oh, I'd love to get... This breaks my heart. I'd love to get my husband a good watch for his 40th. And he's always wanted some sort of diving Rolex. They're so hard to get. Does that break your heart or not? What do you think of that?
Well, I think often in that case, they're just completely oblivious to what is actually going on with Rolexes. They just walk past the shop and aspire to one day go in that shop. And when they do go in, they're going to get sold something that nobody else wants.
A lot of people like that I know are willing to take an Omega almost as much as they're willing to take a Rolex.
They're taking Omega? Isn't Omega a compromise butt, Doc?
Well, what I mean is a lot of the people I know like that who aren't really into watches, they'll say, I kind of wanted to get them or something special like a Rolex or an Omega or something.
I'll give you a perfect example of that. So I've just got my Chrono account up actually so I can give you an actual date. So I said to my dad that I'd buy him a watch. And this was in 2019, so I've got it in front of me. So what did he want? He's just a normal guy.
How old?
You know what I mean? 55-ish. Probably 60 now. He's probably about 60. Okay. Anyway, what did he want? I was happy to get him, within reason, what he wanted. He wanted the Tag Heuer.
Holy shit. He didn't want a Rolex?
No, he wanted.
Did you ask him, Dad, you want a Rolex?
No, I just went with it, whatever he wants. Tag Heuer paid £3,500.
What model did you get him? Can you bring it up, Jamie? Share your screen and I can share it on the screen so viewers can see.
Yeah,
what do you got?
Sure. Here we go. Right, let me share my screen. Share screen. Here we go. Right, yeah. Ready when you are.
Okay, then I can share that now. Oh, that's kind of nice with the scale. It's not you know, did he pick this model or you picked
That's
it?
what he wanted. I didn't get involved at all. I just said, Dad, you choose what you want, and that's what he wanted.
Just very quickly there, Copermite Frog, $5. Please consider Pet Isham to unhide Paul Wee. He is a good friend. Thank you so much. So that's a tag Hoya. It's the Carrera. That's the Carrera line.
Yeah.
GMT. Okay. Did he love it? Has he still got it?
Yeah, he's still got it. Exactly.
How much would you have gone? Like, how much more would you have gone if he? Like, say he said he wanted a Rolex
no,
day date.
$5,000. I mean, this was 2019, so going back a couple of years, I was ready to do about $5,000. So, but
would you have gone Rolex?
But I was pretty strict that I wanted to stick within the budget. But now I kind of feel, yeah, I'd rather I did push the boat out for him. But yeah, that's
still a beautiful watch, don't you think?
To be honest, Arch, a Rolex, as much as he is my dad and I love him and whatnot, a Rolex probably wouldn't suit my dad, right? What, you know, just his position in life and what he does and
what does he do?
I mean? Well, he doesn't work. I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen. He's not working. He looks after his wife, which is my stepmom. Do you know what I mean? He doesn't have decent earnings. He doesn't have any earnings that he gets from the government, like benefits. So
he doesn't.
Him walking around with.
Does he get benefits or not? Nothing.
Yeah, no, he does. Carer's allowance, because she's ill. Him walking around with a Rolex, it's too much, and it's gonna draw the wrong attention to him. Yeah, because the people that he associates with are at the same level, and so a Rolex for me, in my view, would be too much for him, and it would draw the wrong attention.
But look at Marcelo. Does the Rolex make the man?
No, of course not. For sure, these are all superficial things. They don't. The man is the heart, his mannerism, what he does, what he says. You know, that's what makes the man, not the bloody watch.
I got to tell you, Jamie, that's why I love you.
Yeah.
I want to give you a hug, Jamie.
High five, fist pump.
I love you, Jamie.
But of course, to certain people, the watch is what makes the man, right? But that's not the crowd that you want to attract. That's not the attention you want. What makes the man is not the watch, of course not.
No, it's what the man does, the hard decisions that need to be made. And
what he does, what he says, how he thinks, you know.
Yeah.
Being a good human.
No.
Who's that?
Thank you so much. That's just my coffee and nuts.
Is that your wife?
Yeah, the wife brought them in.
Yeah. Nice.
I shared that story of you. You bought that beautiful ring for your wife. That was your letter was better than mine, because mine was draft 1, yours was draft 2.
Yeah, I just didn't take the bit, you know, just give me sex. I left that out. But I have tried using some of that language with my wife, but
does it work?
You know, nah. I thought, oh babe, you know, I'll buy you lots of these things. Just give me sex. It's like, why are you talking to me like that?
Jamie, you're a cool guy.
Yeah, you too. You're a cool guy.
Yeah, Jamie's all right.
Do you ever fear the success you've got, it could stop? I mean, I'm always very mindful of you're so lucky that things are going well.
I don't fear it, and actually.
But are you conscious of the fact that it may not go forever? Like your luck could turn.
I expect it not to go forever, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not naive to think it will, but I've made the preparation so that if suddenly my earnings plummeted, I'm going to be okay. And the biggest thing that I've managed to get over the last 7 years or so is knowledge. So if it did stop, my ability to market a product can be transferred to another product, right? So if we're not selling property or raising finance for developers, I can then transition to whatever it is, selling tires, selling cars, whatever. So it doesn't scare me to transition or pivot from what I'm doing now. And like I say, I've been really good with my money, and my mortgage is gone. We've got cash, lots of cash, and I've started buying these things, and these are all things that I can cash in. These are all things that I can, go again, cash them in and start a business and go again. So I don't fear it. I expect it at some point, and I'll just embrace it.
Will the collapse of Evergreen affect you guys?
No, not really. I
You
don't
think
know
they'll
if they're
collapse?
gonna. Yeah, well, that's what I was going to say. I don't necessarily think they're going to collapse. I think it's too much for the Chinese to let that happen. So I think they'll come up with some sort of plan to rescue, because it's got very serious effects. Because it's not just Evergreen; it's all the contractors that do business with Evergreen or for Evergreen. Just the local plumber. It seriously has ramifications. And confidence in China, it can extend from there. So it's really not good. So they won't let it collapse. It can't collapse. But they can only, keep bailing so much, and that goes for other countries. They can only do it so
Frog,
much.
please consider petition to unhide Porwy. He's a good friend. Okay. I'll do it for you, okay? Jamie, you've been around the block a few times. Since you started being successful, has it gone quiet then, or it's always just gone success, success, success?
No, it's not always gone success, success, success. It was very steady, and then it went, right? It was building it, putting the hours in, and then it's just been very consistent, right? And yeah, I made the most money during the pandemic, and if it wasn't a pandemic, I would have made more money. So, but that's not anything we did during the pandemic. That's from the efforts of all the years previously.
Tell me this, Jamie. If you weren't successful in this business, like say it ended, you've got life skills that you can transfer to a different business.
Yeah, exactly. And that's an amazing feeling of security and feeling in control. I'm not at the mercy of, I've got to get a job. I feel confident and comfortable to pivot. But I'd want to take a break.
Okay, guys, I have just welcomed our friend back in. I have welcomed him back in. Porwy is now unblocked. We've got a few of the other people have fallen off. That's okay. Thank you for your service. I'll tell you a guy who I really admire is Timepiece Fund.
Yeah. Nepalese.
He's actually a I don't want to say too much about him, right? But he had a bit of he was a man of color who went to America, which is bloody hard, okay? He's went there with no money, and he got an education, and he's basically done I think he's done exceptionally well. He always says to me he could have done a lot better, and he should have done a lot better. He's got that drive, that continual, it's never good enough. He wants to achieve. How are you, Timepiece Fund?
Good, Arch. Just loving listening to you and Jamie talk back and
I
forth.
really
Very
get a good
interesting.
vibe with Jamie. Jamie's a nice man. Is that right? You, as I said there, you came to America. You didn't have terribly much money. You got a good education, and you've done exceptionally well.
I think I've been fortunate.
But you
and
keep telling me you could have done a lot better.
Of course, yes, because you look at all the people, and depends how you define success. But in Western world, specifically in America, in 21st century, it's all about the bank account. So be it. And you look at these people, and they've just been extremely lucky. And they've sometimes outworked you, and sometimes they might be slightly smarter. But, in life's long marathon, it doesn't really matter, right? What matters is what keeps you going away from the sanity and keeps you on the rail. That's all that matters. If that means sports for you, so be it. If that's mean property development for Jamie's case, so be it. For you, it's been YouTube. I mean, I was telling one guy who was commenting on your chat, what's so great about Pontiff? And I responded, why? Basically, the question, what's so good about Pontiff, and why does he deserve our respect? And I said, anybody who's at it for 12 years and doesn't give up deserves respect, because it takes 12 years to find a unicorn in Silicon Valley terms. Literally, it takes at least 12 years to be a unicorn. And for one to identify, literally 99.99% of the blokes out there will never find unicorn. So, and the reason I keep coming back, and I won't speak for Jamie, but I think a bit, he's addicted to you, is because what keeps this guy at it on that chair for 12 years and basically give a middle finger to all the naysayers. With all the good, the good, the bad, and the ugly the Pontiff has, I want to look at the good. I want to look at the tenacity. And that's the energy I want to draw from you.
Very quickly there, Sir Drew Peacock, $10. We love you, Pontiff. Thank you, Drew. Mike the Snake. Now, Mike's actually been a very loyal guy. He sends me the odd PayPal donation. Lovely guy. I wanted to do a show with him because he used to be a racing car driver. And he used to race the Di Tommaso Panteras, which I actually love that car, and I've actually looked closely at a few of them. Mike the Snake, I showered my ex with watches and jewelry, and she dumped me once the money train stopped when my house burnt down. He lost his house in the California fires. He also lost his Pantera.
Wow. And
that's a painful thing. It's very... Sometimes, somebody said this, it's worse to have had money and lost it than to have never had money. If you don't know any better, you look at these people, particularly in Manila, in the slums. They don't know what it's like to have luxury, but I went to school with this girl. I mean, she was Persian, and she kind of made out they were sort of almost royalty, but I didn't really. But she basically said they lost their money, and it's kind of a big put down to have had money and then lost it than to have never have had it.
So they were from Iran, and they had to leave.
Exactly. Exactly. It's quite sad, actually. She ended up, her mother became a corporate whore. What I mean by a corporate whore is that's a lady who attaches to successful CEO type businessman, latch on when they're successful,
Extract.
and then then latch on to
Extract.
the next one. No corporate whore. Very good in the bedroom, I believe. These corporate whores. They're very, 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 very good
desirable.
at needs fulfillment. Very good at needs fulfillment. Jean-Claude Beaver, $8. Respectos, Jamie, top punter. For the panel, some watch talk. You have to start again with 100 Aussie. What's your collection? Fake rodents, Arch. Whew, you know what? I got to be totally honest with you. I think you need more than $100 for the panel watch talk. Have to start again. $100, $100.
It's like a Tommy Hilfiger watch, something like that.
There's very little. I would probably buy something secondhand. I'd try and get something secondhand. That's what I would be climbing onto there. Yeah, that's kind of more what I would be hanging on to.
Or maybe it means 100 grand.
No, 100. Well, he can put a yeah. We'll just look. I hate peanuts. Thank you to I Hate Peanuts for the donation. I gotta say this. How do you feel, Timepiece Fund?
Yes.
How do you feel when people come to you and say, "Hey, I'd like to get my husband a nice watch. I think he likes Rolex. He wants some sort of diving Rolex. What do I do? How do I get one? Where do I go?" What do you say to these people?
David SW.
100%. I think realistically, out of all the people I know who have tried to play the AD games, you had Diego. I don't know how true his story is, but let's just say it is true. I think he was very, very lucky. I think
JJ seems to be doing all right with the AD.
He buys a lot of garbage too. He doesn't tell you about the garbage he buys.
Mm-hmm.
And he's known them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
He buys a lot of garbage, and he knows how to play the AD games there. So I got to be honest with you there. I just find it so disheartening if you have people, they don't understand this. People don't understand. Look at this young guy here, Green Room. We got no sound with Green Room. It's okay, Green Room. I think I prefer it with no sound. Hello, Green Room. Green Room, if you could go in there and get something at retail, would you race in there? Would you buy one? Is it only because you could get worth so much more, or is it because you really want the watch?
It's because I really want the watch. Okay.
What would you race in and said, okay, anything you could have, what do you want?
I'd do a two-tone root beer at retail.
Okay, fair enough. Omar, $5. Nice to have Timepiece Fund on. He's a gentleman and a smart guy. I like listening to him. Timepiece Fund, your watch collection is part of your investment strategy.
Yes.
You've got how much money in watches do you have, sir?
So it's I would say asset preserving strategy, not so much of investment, right? I'm not looking for these watches, watch fund to go double or triple. I'm just diversifying, putting about anywhere from 5 to 10% of my total net worth, and say, you know what, let's just park it, diversify. To answer your question, I think the last time we spoke, I was at 700 and change. Now, what the Chrono 24 said, when I get that Patek 6119R, which two ADs have promised me they're working on it, it will put me over $1 million. So I'm just there, very close.
Okay, the Patek is about 30,000, isn't it?
30,000. So right now, it's probably close, 30,000.
Did you
about
kick a stink up
25,000
about that thing that we spoke about? That Wizard was giving you advice there. They said they had one, then they changed their mind. Did you follow up with that?
You know, I thought about it, and no, I didn't want to make an instinct for, you know, it's a business for them. It's a family business. There's, you know, I'm not going to boil the ocean. You know what I'm saying? There's just people out there. They're just going to do whatever they want to do. I have to focus literally in my life. I can't deliberately go out there trying to hurt people, their family, in the name of doing it right. I'm too old to boil the ocean, or too gray hair to boil the ocean, so to speak.
I know. Look. You got to pick your battles. Pick your battles. It's not a big. Look. Sometimes, look. If you're young and enthusiastic and you're trying to claw your way to the top, you can be very aggressive. Once you've got a bit of success, you think, you know what? I don't want to go through the drama and the heartache.
Nice.
It can be nice when you have a little bit of money in your pocket, right, Arch?
Tell me this.
Start to become nice. I think you said that.
Sorry, say that again, timepiece.
I said you can be. You know, I remember you said, "See, now that I'm worth $1 million Aussie, now I can be nice to people." Isn't what you said? That was great.
Yes. No, you're right. Because otherwise, you try and take it. You try and take advantage of everything that comes your way. You know, it's sort of. Let me ask you this, timepiece, and I got Jamie here too. I want to ask you a few questions. Okay.
Sure.
Watches. When we say watches, we're talking Rolex, we're talking Patek, we're talking, you know, recognized, even Omega, recognize iconic sort of models and brands, okay? Tell me this, what other things would also do the same? Like, for example, Jamie bought his wife a Cartier ring. Now, Cartier itself, the amount of actual gold in it is kind of negligible, but the reality is, because it's a Cartier branded ring, it's got a certificate, it's got a box and all this, you know, it's kind of 70 cents in the dollar almost, okay? Maybe a bit more. Do you think that's... I don't think it's as good as watches, but I think it's not terrible. What other things do you see Timepiece Fund as, like, holding value like that?
So going back to your Cartier, buying jewelry for wife, you buy it because it makes them happy, right?
Correct.
So there's a whole set of, you know, value.
Do you buy much jewelry for your wife?
Yeah, I argued with my wife that I should be allowed to buy as much watches as you have bought jewelry for yourself.
What sort of jewelry does she buy? Can I ask you that?
You know, the usual stuff. You know, Cartier, she loves Cartier. She loves a lot of ethnic jewelry too. Stuff that you would wear in South Asia.
So she has bought Cartier?
Yeah, she had some Cartier stuff. She has Tiffany. You know, for our wedding, I gave her a 1.5 carat Tiffany ring. And later on, you know, as my asset grew a little larger, I gave her a 5 carat ring. So stuff like that, right? So, but
how much is her jewelry worth? Do you keep a spreadsheet of this?
Well, the only reason I keep a spreadsheet of it is
you need it for insurance.
For
There's nothing wrong with having a spreadsheet of this. I think you...
Right. And then,
Let's
you know,
bring yours up, Archie.
Sorry, what's that?
Let's bring your spreadsheet up, Archie. I know you've got one there.
No, we can. Look, it's here we go. Thomas G, $5, €5. Heard AP will be boutique only starting 2022, at least in Europe. Prices will explode then. Dealer history will be worthless then, they said. Buy now. Look, the problem is the models you want are not available. When you're talking AP, you're talking Royal Oak. You want to buy the Royal Oak Steel, the 15500, the 15202. They're not in there in stock anyhow. So what are you going to get from the dealers? What do they got? They got the code 1159, which I don't know if I'd be buying that. So you've got to be very careful. Very
What
careful.
about
Omar, $5. Nice to have Timepiece Fund on. He's a gentleman and a smart guy. I like listening to him. Thomas G, I don't think any of the good stuff. AP has gone crazy. That's one thing I could not predict. It has gone ballistic. Absolutely, I would not have picked it. I wouldn't have picked it.
So here's something your viewers might be interested in about boutique only. I have been contacted by multiple brands, AD brands, and have been offered boutique only pieces, and they're authorized dealers. And I've told off the record that when boutiques can't sell it, it's a boutique piece, but it gets shoved into ADs to sell it to the audience.
Of course, yes. Look, at the end of the day, they are a business. They're in the sales business. And Kuiper might frog $2. If your wife gets new engagement ring, is that bad? Depends if you're buying it for her or if a new guy is.
I got
Archie,
a new wedding ring.
Yeah.
It's always good to buy stuff for your wife.
I bought myself the same Cartier ring, the love ring.
You got a better one than me, Jamie.
Well, I got the same one as my wife, so we both have it matching.
Oh, you both have it now?
No, I bought hers.
Yes.
She then wanted me to get the same, so I ordered it, and it's going to take 2 months to be manufactured.
That's amazing. You looking forward to that?
Yeah, I am. It's got 3 diamonds, not 8. Hers has got 8. Mine's got 3.
Yep.
But of course, more gold. It's more thicker.
No. How much is that? They're like $5,000, aren't they?
4,000 euros.
Yeah.
So,
I
was just going to say for Timepiece Fund about gold.
How much is that? How much is that bar?
Well, this is 250 grams.
Holy shit! That's like 20 grand.
Well, maybe in Aussie. So,
yes.
Let me tell you how many ounces. 250 grams in ounce is 8.8 ounces.
Wow.
Gold price per ounce is, okay, you want it in dollars, is 1,787. So 1,787 times 8.8 ounces. That's $15,000, 15,725 US dollars.
Wowzers! That's absolutely.
But I got more than this. I got in Singapore, and I also have 10 Krugerrands.
Ooh, I love Krugerrands.
Yeah, I got 10
South African Krugerrands.
South African.
Yeah, beautiful coins. I buy them too. As the way I do that is, when birthdays come around for my kids, my wife buys them whatever. We have a little bit of rules saying that you can spend this much, but I've made it a ritual that for every birthday, every child gets a coin. It's just part of the diversification strategy. Again, a little bit of metal. You never let it go more than 5% of your total net worth. But it's just here, a little there. I think it's teaching kids, saving habits. So I'm really glad to see that, Jamie.
Yeah, my philosophy with this is I wouldn't even think to sell it. It doesn't even cross my mind to sell it. I don't even look at the price. I was talking to a guy earlier. I haven't looked at the price of gold for months. This, for me, is like life insurance, car insurance. Yeah, so if shit really hits the fan, you just liquidate it, and the spread on it is minimal, right? You're getting the spot price pretty much, and you're getting it sold in minutes, right? Because it's so liquid. So yeah, it's a really good tool to diversify, and it really works as an inverse. So when the economy goes bad, everyone runs to gold, which we might see a nice uplift coming.
Cool.
Right,
Wow. That's amazing. I
Archie's
can't believe it.
speechless.
I got to buy some of that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got to buy some of that shit. I got one 12-gram coin. I paid 1,000 Aussie for it. And I got to tell you, I'm really... Tell me this. Someone said to me, Wizard said platinum and silver are very cheap at the moment compared to gold. Would you ever buy platinum or silver, guys?
Oh, I bought a 5-kilogram bar of silver.
Yes.
It's a bloody bit of hassle, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a hassle.
Like I got the safe, yeah. Right, look, just leave it in the safe. If someone breaks in, they can fucking take that bar of silver. Honestly,
Yeah,
that
silver.
5
Yeah,
kilos
silver is
just-
challenging.
and it's like it wasn't worth too much. So I actually sold it to a friend.
But I'll tell
got
you,
rid of
Arch,
it.
you heard me say it here. The next time there's a scare, silver will hit 100.
Yes.
Gold will hit 5. And the only reason platinum is cheap is because the whole world is going electric car, and those cars don't have catalytic converters, and that's the biggest market for platinum. So, so if you were to buy, I don't know why platinum watches are not cheaper. It should be
because it's a real bitch of a metal to work with. That's
of
the
course,
reason.
yeah. It requires
really
higher
difficult.
temperature. Yes, it's
Yeah,
harder to work with.
Yeah, gold is relatively
Correct.
easy to work with.
Correct.
It's actually a very old metal. It's something that's been. The Egyptians had gold, didn't they?
Yep.
The Egyptians.
Yeah.
Very quickly, live with Lolax, $2. Cheers to the crew. Thank you so much there.
I want to show you guys. I'll be back in 1 minute.
Yeah. I like to see his stuff. Jamie's always got interesting
he's
shit.
Very interesting guy, and he's he feels confident to share, which is really good.
Yeah, it's an honor to have him here. I got to tell you, Timepiece Fund, I really do think you've got a really good grasp on life. And I think, you at the end of the day, you make decisions. You can only make the best decision at the time. Later on, the circumstances are revealed. But at the time, you can only make the best decision at that point in time. And I got to tell you, hey, you can go to sleep, Green
Archie,
Room.
I think I might just pop off and grab a coffee, walk up the road.
Yeah, no worries.
Get a coffee and come
No
back. 'cause,
worries, that's okay.
Sorry I'm so flat today, so I'll be back if you'll have me
No, that's
back.
okay.
Right, that's it.
It's just the constant yawning is very.
Arch, the worst decision is no decision.
Yes, the
So,
worst decision
the difference
is
between
no
decision. The difference between average bloke and a president of a company or anybody in the leadership position is because they're scared too, just like all of us, but they get the big bucks to make the decision. The decision
Here we go.
could be
Lusa, $2. My teeth are all platinum. I want a 50-kilo head. Okay, thank you so much there. Okay, sorry, you're right. So leadership itself, they are all scared.
Of course they're scared.
They get
But-
paid to make a decision. It's like in that
Exactly
movie
right.
Margin Call. You know why I earn the big bucks? It's to know where it will be next year and the year after that. Here we go, Jamie. Da-da-da-da!
Well, let me tell you a story. First of all, do you know this brand? Christofle.
I've heard of it.
Is that a sterling
on.
tray?
No. Yeah, it's
I
a
could see
French
it.
brand.
Yeah, because I could see it
Metalwork,
from
isn't
the
it? Metalwork.
There you
Metalwork.
go. Absolutely,
Metalwork.
that's the way
Oh,
to buy
wow.
silver.
This is
Beautiful.
for serving, to serve tea.
Yes.
Yeah.
How much was that tray, if you don't mind us asking?
Well, I didn't buy it. It was my father-in-law. After he was in Baghdad. After he left to come here permanently, he missed our wedding. So when he arrived, he bought this as our wedding present. And I remember it was something like 2,000 euros, something crazy like that.
At that time.
Yeah.
Do you love it?
No, I've never used it. and this is the first time I've seen it. But you know, it's nice to have, isn't it?
Very
At the
nice.
time, could you have used the 2,000 euros more than the tray?
Yeah, definitely. But now I can appreciate it. It's a nice gift. But yeah, it has absolutely no use, right? We're not inviting people around and yes, sir, would you like a cup of tea? You know, we're not doing that, are we? So, but it's nice to have.
But you know
Very
what?
nice.
Why don't you, Jamie, when you make tea in the morning for the wife, bring it in on that tray?
Yeah, I have got some nice. Do you know Villeroy and Bosch?
Yes.
Villeroy. Yeah, so we did upgrade like all the plates, all the knives and forks.
You know the problem with all the beautiful. I've got Royal Albert, right? Which you can't put the bloody things in the dishwasher.
No, we put ours in the dishwasher.
Because you lose the pattern. You damage it because this is fine china.
It's for living. It's for living and using. Bloody use it. Enjoy it.
I know, but you know what I'm saying.
You can use it and just hand wash it. That's all.
Yeah.
Ours is dishwasher. We
Friendly.
made sure it's dishwasher friendly. Exactly.
Tell me this. What other things do you think hold value, Timepiece? What stuff is good? What is good?
Real estate. If you look at, before
real estate is the best. What's going on? Real estate, I tell you what, really, I got to tell you this. The thing is, I'll tell you this story. My dad, he came from, they were ethnics, okay? You were colored, Timepiece, you're colored. My dad, they were European. They were basically the rubbish out of the World War II, right? And my grandfather, so he was in the Russian army, and the Germans had much better firepower than the Russians. The Russians had crap, right? They were a World War I technology army competing against the latest technology. You're going to lose, you know. A bolt-action rifle is never going to be as good as a machine gun on a tank. And anyhow, he came here. So my dad didn't really know about investing, but he was a lending officer in one of the banks for corporates, right? And when they say corporates, they were people like they were borrowing money to buy a motel or to build something. And he said to everybody, how did you get your money? How did you become rich? Because to my dad, these people were, they were successful businessmen. If someone is borrowing, this was 30 years ago, 40 years ago, if they're borrowing the equivalent today of $10 million, they've obviously done a few things right to be able to do that, haven't they?
Yeah.
Sure.
And all of them, well, most of them, majority, they had made their wealth through real estate. And, real estate's a tricky asset. It's in my country, it is ferocious. Australia used to be quite reasonable. Going back to year 2000, an average house in Brisbane was about $130,000. Now, it's about $700,000. And salaries have gone nowhere near as high as that multiplier. Salaries in year 2000, average salary was probably 40, 50. Now it's approaching 80. So it's it hasn't even doubled, but house prices have quadrupled, even more. And that's the problem. Real estate.
How long?
20-year period. 20-year period.
We've seen that though, even in the UK. If you were to say quadrupled 20 years, but that would sound about right.
And I got to be honest with you, even with myself, right? When we got married, my wife actually she had money which we used for the deposit. So we bought in. Our house was $330. It's now over $600. That was in 2007. So that's 14 years. There you go, Jamie. And now it's rising really. The market is very, very hot. So, you know what?
Scorching.
we got the mortgage. But see, you know, the funny thing is, Jamie, many people in England, they say, oh, I don't want to own a house. I don't want the headache. They worry. They got small man mentality. They will never buy it. Oh, I don't want a mortgage. Well, will you be, but you're happy to pay rent for the next 40 years? You know what I mean? The mentality.
The other mentality is, you know, paying too much tax. I love to pay tax because if I'm paying lots of tax, I'm earning lots of money.
I'm earning a lot of money.
That's how you shift your mindset. You embrace it. You embrace paying tax. You embrace, you know, getting away from bloody renting.
100%. Andrew, $2. Hi, Arch, Jamie, timepiece, good show. Thank you. I got to tell you, real estate itself there, it's a tricky thing. Like in places like Oklahoma in America, their real estate market hasn't done much in 20 years. Timepiece, what's happened in the flyover states, Timepiece?
Flyover state? What do you mean? Like the central...
Yeah,
Central U.S.?
Like places, states like you know, Oklahoma, it's like where Clive is, and you know, those Missouri, Mississippi, you know, Memphis, all that sort of stuff. Have they had massive rises, or is it only like California, New York, San Francisco? What's the situation there?
But real estate goes up, you know, when two things happen. One is the population grows in that geography. So there's more people who need to buy houses. The second thing is if new money or wealth is being created out of thin air, which is happening in the coastal cities. In New York, it's Wall Street drives the money, and in West Coast, it's the innovation, right? It's a stock option. So that's what's happening. But if you look at, you know, if you look at small towns of America, real estate is going up, but just not at the same pace.
Yes, I see what you're saying. How much of your wealth is in real estate, if that's not too rude to ask?
No, I think I would say about 50%. A bulk of, 50%. You know, not just my house, but there's multiple, you know, commercial property that's operating cash flow. So if you include all that, it's 50%, yes.
Here we go. We've got Rias RV, $15. Tudor Black Bay, $58 as a first watch. Thoughts? I think that's a great first watch.
I agree.
And I'd even say, you know, the problem is Rolex is unattainable and expensive. Well, you'd have to go grey market, let's be honest. Omega, the danger with Omega is there's so many models. If you're not careful, you can buy a doggy model. Well, Tudor, the Black Bay series seems to be quite reasonable. And I think that's a great... It's also waterproof. It's automatic. What do you reckon, Jamie? First watch. Someone wants a first decent watch. Tudor Black Bay? Yes, no?
No, not at all.
What do you think?
Don't like Tudor.
Rolex.
Well, it depends. You say someone wants...
Depends how much money they've got.
Rolex or Omega.
Rolex is expensive. That's the problem.
You could go Seamaster.
I got to say, Jamie's Seamaster is beautiful. That's a great piece to have.
Or Super Ocean Heritage. You could go there too in Breitling.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to buy that new, but would you?
This Seamaster is very accessible. It's like
bring it up, Jamie. Bring it up on the screen. Bring it up.
It's about 4,000 euros I paid, right?
Yep.
So it was a bit of a discount. Brand new, and I got it within minutes, right? No difficulty at all. So
you bought that in Spain?
No, I bought it from a dealer in Italy, and he shipped it to Spain. So yeah.
Here we go. We've got a very interesting thing. Nate B. I'm in Missouri, and our housing market is crazy at the moment. Average house now is $400,000. Holy shit. William Mummy, My house went from 240,000 to 1.3 million in 23 years.
That's great investment right
Holy
there.
shit! That's exactly it. Look at this. Sydney Condell Park Fibro House, 1982, 25,000. 1999, 400,000. 2021, $1 million. There you go. There you go. Real estate. Real estate. It's a the problem is you cash out, you get your $1 million, and what do? Do you blow it on crap, or you've got to buy more real estate, don't you?
You've got to. You're going to stay in the same area, so you buy.
Well, the idea is as you grow, when you grow older and the kids are out, then you downsize, right?
Yeah.
You take that profit and you downsize.
That's what we're saying in the UK, because we have a housing crisis. What we're saying is families grow, so mum and dad, they might start in a 2-bedroom, and then by the time they're 60, they've ended up in, say, a 4-bedroom, but all the kids have left.
They don't need
So
it.
mum and dad have got 3 spare bedrooms, but the problem is for them to transition.
The good news is that they live in a sexless marriage, and they can have a bedroom each. Otherwise, they'll kill each other.
Yeah, but the problem
happens
is
too.
there's no incentive to encourage them to move, because if they start playing and start moving, they're getting hit with, all sorts of capital gains and taxes and stamp duties and whatnot. So,
do you have capital gains tax on a principal place of residence?
Well, because if you move downsizing, there's going to be a surplus, right? Because he's downsizing. I believe, I could be wrong, but I believe if he's taking, let's say, 500 grand from the property, he's then buying the next house at 200 grand. Well, there's that 300 grand. Where did that come from?
Yeah, but
Well,
why do they just...
in US, Jamie, if you stay in your house for 5 years, then appreciation up to $500,000 for single owner and $1 million for a couple is tax free.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Ryan Vlogs Life, $2. Just bought home in New Jersey, close to New York City, $800,000.
Yep.
And here we go. The Netherlands, The Hague, 1 million euros, 2014, 3 million today.
Wow.
There you go. That should be your big donor. Does he super chat?
Then
I think he does. I think I recognize that.
But what you've got to do is you've got to cash out of your Brisbane property and go to Thailand. That's what you got to do, and that's how you manage to capture that rise.
The problem is, Thailand. See, the contracts aren't in English, right? Which scares me a bit. There's been a bit of underhandedness there, but that's just sort of, they don't have the political system is a bit unstable. Basically, they've got a king and a military-led government. Okay.
Yeah, the king is not too stable either.
Well, even mentioning the king and saying he's not stable, you could actually get in prison over there. So,
Sure.
we show our respect to the great leader, fearless leader. He's such a cool king. He's actually got a consort. He's got a legal mistress. He actually has a position.
He's in Switzerland, isn't he? He's not in
Germany. He got kicked out of Germany. They kicked him out. They said, you can't be ruling another country from us. We want you. We want you out. It's just crazy. I got to tell you, seriously, the thing is, what you've got to understand with these stories is, I don't know what it is. $1 million has always been a aim or a goal. What's happened is inflation has made it so much more accessible. It's not that special like it used to be. What do you think, Timepiece Fund? Do you agree with that?
100%, you're right. The inflation is eating on the property's net worth.
I mean, there's still a lot of people who aren't worth $1 million, right?
Yeah, I think that million, I want to get $1 million, might be 5 million now.
Yes.
Maybe that's the rate of inflation.
No. I totally
understand what I'm saying.
I totally agree with you. But I think it's better to have, the reality is, everything is so much more expensive than. The funny thing is, can I say this? In the 80s, so the house I live in, because this was my childhood home, it was worth, in the 80s, it was worth about 90,000. A Mercedes E-Class, they had a model, it was actually about 110,000 for an E-Class, a nice E-Class Mercedes. So Mercedes
in the
was
80s.
in the late 80s, yes.
Okay. Cool.
And I remember in the early 80s, the house I'm in was worth about 60-something thousand because my parents tried to sell it. And they just released the Mercedes-Benz 190E. I don't know if you remember the 190E Mercedes-Benz. It was the baby Benz.
I was born in the 80s.
Okay. And they were 74,000 when they came out. They were more than the house. That's all for a baby Benz. And the funny thing is now, baby Benz, that model would be equivalent today because Mercedes has actually got cheaper models since that period. But that same model, which was a 190E, that would be a C200 today because it was basically a 2-liter compact executive car. And that would be what a C200 is. In Australia, it's 74,000 retail. Okay. And the house is worth 600 plus.
Wow.
And the interesting thing is, before COVID, my dad actually bought that Mercedes-Benz, brand new, haggling. I got a deal for him for 58. Now it's full retail, and they've increased the handling. The dealer delivery fee has gone from being $3,000 to $5,900. What is dealer delivery charges? It is crazy. Basically, they detail it, put some petrol in it, give it a clean, put plates on it. The plates are $30. $5,900.
Yeah. Okay.
Dennis K, $7. With real estate, you also have to consider property taxes, repairs, maintenance. Some people rent and invest the rest in stocks, crypto, watches. I got to tell you, a lot of people, see, in Australia, we are terrible savers. We love spending money. Okay, we're convicts. Convict stock, Jamie.
Sure.
So housing is like compulsory saving. You make your payment, right? The problem is most people, Dennis, are not disciplined enough to do that.
It's different cultures. I married into Arab culture.
The other thing is, Dennis, let me tell you this. Property taxes, repairs, maintenance. Fair point, but guess what? Say you, in Australia, if you put all your money into the share market, that difference, right?
Super chat.
And then eventually when you sold these shares, you'd need to pay capital gains tax. But in Australia, principal place of residence is tax-free. No capital gains tax.
Archie, that property of yours, that investment
Yes.
property, is that a unit? Like, are you paying strata payments on that?
Yes, I am.
If you don't mind me asking.
No, you can ask me anything you want.
They're a real bitch, aren't they?
No, they're actually very reasonable.
Yours is reasonable. That's good.
I can tell you what they are. So my strata payments per quarter are about $700 a quarter.
Is that a community?
Oh,
fee?
that's more than mine. So.
No, but that does insurance.
Yep.
They do all the repairs to the building.
Mm-hmm.
Sinking fund.
Does the property have a good sinking fund? That's important, as you would know.
the thing is, my building is built in the early 80s.
Good.
So it's actually 9 units on a massive block of land. So my actual bit of land, if you divided the total thing up, I've got if compare that to buying a new unit, which would be a really trendy, swanky unit, but you get a smaller footprint of land you actually own, you see?
And with the newer unit, you're looking at the sinking fund's not going to be that big.
Well, there's
But
different
I think-
advantages. Because the new unit you'd get depreciation right off.
Right. And I think sometimes the builders have to, for a certain amount of time, they have to cover any problems.
I got to be totally honest with you.
Yeah.
Do you want to see my unit, Jamie?
Your investment property.
Yeah, do you want to see it?
Yeah,
no one's
I'd
watching.
love
They've
to.
all fucked off. They've all fucked off.
That's a good idea. I don't know. Look,
They've
I don't know if you
fucked
should
off to the other
reveal
stream.
where it is.
The
It might
rebels.
be the best idea.
Pull it up.
Yeah, don't reveal the address, Arch.
Yeah, no address. Just
Let me
interior
see.
We
pictures.
won't see the address.
So while you're pulling
What is
that
it?
up, I just wanted to give a little more value to Dennis's statement there. You know, in big cities, specifically in San Francisco and Manhattan, it's cheaper to rent than to buy. So there are very savvy high earners who rent and consciously decide not to purchase, and they do invest in, as you said, in equities, perhaps in crypto, and perhaps in preserving assets.
Yeah. Also, they may not see their future long term in that city, so they
Correct.
may say, "Well, after 2, 3, 4, 5 years, we're going to go home."
Correct. Yeah, and then there's a quick math to that actually. If you are not going to own a property for at least 5 years or more, the in and out transaction cost, it's just so much that it just doesn't make any sense.
Sure.
Look, I'll bring it up.
Da-da-da.
Da-da-da-da. Here we go. I just thought you might want to see. So I bought this, me and the wife. So basically, let me tell you this, Jamie. So what we did was I used my signature as collateral. We put not $1 down. I borrowed 100% for the unit.
Oh shit.
100% for the stamp duty, which was another 10,000. And I borrowed $6,000 for mortgage insurance for the first year.
So you borrowed
that's lender's insurance, not insurance. They'd come and sue me,
110%.
but it's lender's insurance. Does that make sense?
When did you do this?
2014.
Okay, perfect. Very good. Let's
Okay,
have a look.
7 years.
Archie's in
Sorry,
deep financial
2000
trouble.
Sorry.
You've got to donate now.
Sorry. 2000. I said that wrong. We bought the house in 2007. The unit was 2017. I apologize. 2017. Okay? 4 years.
Yeah. Has it gone up in value? Like what are we talking?
Look, it's one of these things. I'll show you, okay?
Mhm.
Let's just bring her up. You like talking property. It's 3 a.m. in where you are. So let me have a look. Where the hell is this stupid thing? Oh shit, that's not it. Where have I gone? Where's it
Nice
gone?
one, Archie.
Let's go. Stop. Just hang on. Just
Nice
bear
one.
with me. Bear with me,
Donut.
okay?
You donut.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What are they gonna do? Where is it? I can't find it.
Do you want me to
Where
find
is
it?
it? It's gone. It's gone missing on me. It's gone missing. I can't find this damn thing.
We'll track it down
I'll
for
pull
you.
it up.
I can't find it. I can't find this thing. It's gone. It's gone on me. Just give me a minute. Give me a minute.
You-
Give me a minute.
54.
just come on. Don't be so nasty. You know that? You guys are nasty. You know what? You guys can be so nasty. You know that? I can't find it now. You just lost my mojo. You know that?
Describe it to us.
Just hang on.
Just find the property that he owns.
Sorry?
Nothing.
Let me just find it, okay? Just hang on. You guys are all hard work, you know that? So, I'll just tell you, okay, just hang on there. Hang on. It needs a bit of work, okay? Okay?
Green room.
It needs a bit of work, bud. Is that okay?
Green room, if there's an interesting question in the chat, bring it up to Archie's attention, because we do want to continue the watch discussions as well.
Yes. Well, there was. I was going to make a bit of a pitch to Archie about what watch I think should be next if we can't find the property that he owns.
Yes. I'm just give me a minute there. It's hard, you know what? Everything is hard, you know. So basically, I just used my signature as collateral. What do you think of that, Jamie?
Well, in hindsight, it's turned out to be good, no doubt. You've managed to ride it for the last 4 years, and presumably the market's gone with you in your favour.
Definitely in Australia, property market has really risen like never before. So it was a very wise decision.
I wouldn't do it. I don't like it. It's too much risk for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've got a lot of equity in the house.
Out.
We've got a lot of equity in the house, Jamie.
Yeah, but
you understand?
You don't touch the house. The house is sacred.
Yeah, Jamie, if you don't gear up, you're not going to achieve anything in life. Winners do what losers.
You get your house paid off. That's base. You know, like a baseball pitch. You got to the first base. Now we start playing with some surplus money. We risk the surplus money. We don't risk the home. For me, anyway, I'm just so adverse to that.
You're adverse to this.
That's how you lose your wife, you know, when you start losing your house. That's
Jamie, we've got to enter the casino with some chips. Do you understand? You understand that concept or not? You're supposed to be a property spruiker. Jamie.
Of course, but
Jamie, if you don't take a risk, if you don't take a risk, you're not going to have the wins. You know, so many people. I had to support my YouTube channel. You know, my YouTube channel has been hideously expensive. Do you understand?
Yeah.
From a certain point of view, the biggest risk.
I think it's been very profitable as well, has it not?
What's that? I used my credit cards as collateral. I tell you a book I read that changed my life. Do you want me to tell you?
Right.
Here we go. I'm going to bring up the place. I'm going to bring it up now. Here we go. Share the screen. Da-da-da-da. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. What do you think of that? That's the complex it's in.
It looks nice.
Okay, so it's in upmarket Brisbane suburb. It's 5Ks to the city, CBD.
Mm-hmm.
Nice trees, foliage.
Nice trees. Yeah, nice lawn care. Nice lawn care. Okay, so that's that one there. Okay, so there you go. Just close that. I'll show you another picture.
Garage with the property.
Okay, I'll give you the specs. It's
good. It's good because it's not too big. It's not too complicated. It's not like an elevator that needs maintenance and all these extra.
No elevator and no bloody pool. No elevator.
Exactly.
No
Those are the biggest
pool.
killers.
Those are they can be very okay. Let's bring up another picture. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. Share this screen. Here we go. Share screen. Dee-dee-dee-dee. Here we go. Let's have a look here. There we go. So this is inside. So having a look. Here we go. Dennis K. With real estate. Okay, we did that one there. There's no more
this
super
is in
chats.
Brisbane.
What's going on? Yeah,
this
Brisbane. So let me tell you the stats on this place. Okay, do you want to hear the stats?
Yeah.
So we bought it. It's in a suburb called St. Lucia, right? We paid $330. It's now estimated value $447. Okay.
Amazing. In 4 years.
The unit the land size is 1,434 square meters. That's the total complex, okay? The unit is 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom. It's one of 9 units. And we paid
Sorry, you said 330, correct?
We paid
330.
330 in 2017. June 2017, 330.
Okay.
And you know what price it sold for in 1983? Because that's when it was built. So this is basically one owner. One owner had owned it. They bought it. This was actually a luxury apartment. When I say luxury, this was built in the early 80s. And it had 2 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and a lock-up garage. And the size was considered big. It's 127 square meters with the garage and balcony.
Oh, so it's got a parking spot, you mean?
It's got a lock-up garage, not just a parking spot, a lock-up garage. Okay? Because I'm thinking about moving into the lock-up garage later on. Okay?
Look, the best thing about the unit, I think, is the year it was made. You look at all these modern apartments in Sydney.
They're garbage. They're crap.
And the strata
Look, it does... I'll show you a bit inside. So there you go. That's how it does. There we go. Look, we could do a lick of paint and new carpets next. The kitchen probably needs a bit of work. It's very original. Okay? Original. But it's clean and it works.
Functional.
So have you got it rented out?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, nice.
I can tell you how much as well if you like.
Yeah, tell us.
Go on.
Yeah, go on.
It's $350 a week. $350 a week.
The repayments?
The repayments, I can tell you exactly, okay? So we basically borrowed... I can tell you exactly, okay? So the other thing is, see, in Australia, you got to realize this. We've got... It's called negative gearing. So there's actually a loss. The payments... How do I say this? If you take the rent, the total income minus expenses, there's a loss. That loss, you get to take off your income for your tax. So in Australia, there's massive tax incentive. Do you understand?
Yeah, of course.
So I can tell you exactly what it costs because I've just done the figures. Let me just pull up my spreadsheet because I'm just in the process of doing the tax return, okay? I'm just in the process of doing my own tax return, and I need to get this done, so I can tell you exactly what it costs per year, okay? Holy shit!
$50 for a copy of Archie's tax return, guys. He'll send it directly to you.
Let's get some upvotes going.
Upvotes. Here we go. I'll tell you exactly what it costs. Okay, here we go. So the total rent in is 17,600 Aussie dollars. Okay? The body corporate was $3,000 a year. The agent's fees, because we basically rent it through the estate agent, 1,800. Landlord insurance, $350 a year. Repairs, 1,500. Rates, 1,400. Water, 1,300. And other cleaning, $165. So $9,500 in that's expenses.
Costs.
Okay. Don't forget too, the other expense, of course, is the interest on the loan. The interest on the loan.
Are you just servicing the interest? You're not doing
No, we're paying principal and interest loan. So it's a 30-year loan, right? So at the moment, I'll tell you exactly how much the payments are, if you like. I will tell you because nobody's watching. So this apartment now, I'll tell you exactly the payments because I'll just tell you because why not? Let's just talk, you know. We're friends here. So we currently owe $321,617. Okay. The payments are $1,407 a month.
1,400.
Yeah, $1,400. The interest rate, I got it locked in for 3 years. It's quite expensive, however. 2.49% a year.
Yeah.
That's fucking cheap for an investment property. 2.49%, 2.5%.
When I bought mine, it was on a variable, 0.99%. That was beautiful, and I cleared the mortgage like a marathon runner. Priority was just get rid of the mortgage.
Finchy, £4.50. Which of the elite luxury talent is? I've got tenants there who the real estate agent handles. They handle it. Yeah. So basically, look, I got to tell you, Solmanoid, $10. I was intrigued by your mention of your experience with cockfights and wanted a bit more elaboration. Well, I got to be honest with you, cockfights itself, I don't really like hurting animals. You know that's a horrible sport. I don't like any harm to animals or to blokes. It's an expression, cockfight. That's where they attach these razors and these animals tear each other to shreds. You know, that's...
Nasty.
I never really been into bullfighting either.
No.
You know, it's not really my cup of tea. I don't even like horse racing. If you see what happens in the horse racing industry, dog industry, you know, wherever humans, money, and animals are in, always the animals come off second best.
Are you vegan?
No. Do I look vegan? Do I look vegan? Jesus Christ. Do I look vegan?
No, but you sound vegan.
But I don't unnecessarily want to hurt animals, but do I?
No, no, naturally.
You know, why would you want to... So seriously, that in property investment there, I tell you what I can do is, right? Let's go and have a look. I tell you what I can show you. Let's have a look. I'll show you something. Have a look at this. So if we have a look at 2-bedroom apartments where I live, well, this is where the apartment, same surrounding suburbs, there's still some good buys there. I'll show you some, okay? I'll show you very quickly just so you can see the market that we're in. I'll show you this. Here we go. 2-bedroom in Taringa. See, these are a bit run down. They're kind of ugly, and that's in a bit... It's ugly. Here we go. This is getting a bit better. 369. It's a little bit smaller. If you start having
Actually,
a look
this
here...
property that you own,
Yes.
right? Do you attend Strata meetings?
No.
Oh.
Why?
No, I'm just curious
Do
as
you?
to if you work. Yeah, I do attend my Strata meetings. I'm just wondering, what watch do you wear to a Strata meeting?
What is Strata? Is this like a community?
That's where the body corporate meeting. That's where they the owners co-op. You know, the owners co-op. But you know what? The good news is the building I'm in. This is a new one. Look, see this building across. This here is kind of very close to the other one. This is a new build. Okay. So what happens in a new build? You have a lot more apartments. The land content is a lot. So this build here, you know. And it's a lot more expensive. It's beautiful, you must admit. And you don't have a lock-up garage. It's kind of exposed garage. But that's kind of, you know, this is the whole thing. You're having so many apartments have the whole market has gone crazy. The whole market for apartments. See that's even got a daggy. I can recognize the bathroom. It's kind of like my one, a bit daggy.
And if you think about it, to get, let's say that one, the 575, to get on the ladder, what is it, 80% mortgage in Australia?
Yes. Well, you can get 10. You can get 10. You can get 10.
Yeah. You can?
But you just need some mortgage insurance. The mortgage insurance, no big deal.
Yeah. So
You know,
57, and then do you have so in Spain they say to budget 10% of the property price for the
I'll show you
notary, for the
something. Look at this.
taxes.
The suburb I live in is Jamboree Heights. Okay, have a look at this. So we say,
I've been to Brisbane.
okay, it's just a lower middle class suburb. Okay, have a look at what is the cheapest house in Jamboree Heights, right? Now these are retirement village, so they're deceptive.
Right.
They're not they're not actually. Look at this, nothing. Look at this. This is my suburb, nothing. You see that?
Wow.
Oh, sorry, 2 beds. That's why 2 beds. That's what it is. Sorry, I'll take that out. You want 3 because you want. Okay, we'll just take that out. Sorry, that was my fault.
How closely do you read the strata proposals when you get the in the mail?
You know, I can't be fucked. You know that?
Well,
I really
hang on a
can't be.
second. Look, I know I'm only 25 or whatever, but this is my strong advice: is that you've really got to read those.
$700,000. Jamboree Heights. You look here, 600. Houses are fucking expensive. Look at this stuff. Under contract. Okay, what's available? Here we go. 700,000. Okay, that's better than my place, but and that's under offer. There is absolutely the market is hot.
Should we have a look at Sydney?
That's quite. When I think of that, that's £370,000.
Mm-hmm.
That's not too dissimilar to the UK. You know, 3-bedroom house in some areas.
You have a look at Sydney. Let's go and have a look there. You pick. Give me the suburb, please. What's the suburb? Give me a suburb. What's a good working middle class or whatever? Just give me a suburb.
Penrith. Let's have a look at Penrith.
Penrith's a very working class. So that means, how do I say? It's a bit
Manly.
Manly's expensive.
Very nice.
Look, you got these bungalows. Who the hell? This is all they've got available.
No.
Penrith, the Riff.
You typed the right thing in. Yes, you have. Oh, you're going from lowest to most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Property type. Let's make it to a house. Let's make it a house. Okay. And we want a minimum of 3 bedrooms. 3 bedroom. Okay. That's what you need. A 3-beddy. How much are we looking at? Da-da-da-da. Look at this. A townhouse. Okay, that's a townhouse. Okay. That's not a house. You're looking 6 to... Okay, but that's probably... Okay, let's keep going. You notice there's no... Here we go. This is a house. What do you think of this? 7, just under 7. What do you think?
Is that actually Sydney, though?
Yeah, Penrith is...
Western Sydney.
It's kind of working class.
The point that I wanted to make...
give me another suburb.
What type of suburb do you want me to list?
Let's go Paddington. Can we go Paddington?
Let's do Newtown.
What's that?
Let's do Newtown.
Newtown. How do I spell it?
Newto.
Okay, Newtown. Okay.
Yeah.
4042.
No. TOWN. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's buy a small apartment there, Archie. Let's have a look at what they're asking. Let's do maximum 1 bedroom, and we'll see what we can get.
Okay, and we want an apartment or unit
or
townhouse. Yeah. Okay, let's go.
Let's
Da-da-da-da. 500,000.
That's auction. That would go above.
God.
Here we go. 500,000.
One little room.
I think that's a studio. It's called. It's not actually a
studio,
1 bedroom.
Yeah, that's it.
It's called a studio. 46 square meters. $500,000. It's quite pleasant. What do you think? Is that pleasant or not?
Yeah,
Seems nice.
I'd be happy
Is
with
Newtown
that.
a good suburb, or what's it like?
Newtown is a very trendy suburb.
You
It's
know,
close, very, very close to the city. It's right there, you know. You
how
might
about
call it
Darling? If we go Chinatown, what about Chinatown?
do
What about
Surrey Hills, because that's basically right at Central Station.
Surrey Hills?
Surrey, yep. That's it.
Oops, we forgot to put our boundaries in there. Bedroom, you want a 1-bedroom, you said, is that right?
No, it doesn't matter. We'll just have a look whatever's there, you know. $350. That's not bad, is it?
Because that's just a guide. They just do that to get to the top of the listing.
It's 21 square meter.
Yeah,
it's
that's a good point.
It's called a cupboard. It's called a closet. Okay.
21. Fucking hell. It's like those Hong Kong boxes.
Yeah. And nothing is at no prices. What you notice?
Yeah, well, it's all very shady, you know.
This is more reasonable. 700.
Here you go. 700. 1 bed, 1 bathroom. Okay, there you go. Look at that. That's quite nice.
Yeah.
You notice her zombie look? You know why she's got a zombie look? Because she's working 16 hours a day to pay the mortgage on this bloody thing.
That's better than what I was going to say. Anyway, let's move along.
What do you think? Oh, he's got a dog as well. Look, a little.
My friend Jack, he was doing really well in Australia. You know, he came over from the UK. He got the you get the 1-year working visa, and then you renew it, so you get the 2nd year, and then he obviously did the student thing like they all do. But he was making way more money than he was making in the UK, but better still. He was doing, in Sydney, there was a massive project they were doing a big road project under the city, connecting West Connect.
That's it.
Yeah, West Connect. So he was saying like he would be down there all day and then he'd come up at night. But yeah, he was making good money.
Look at this. This is 1 bedroom, 1 bathroom, 1 car, $1.1 million. What do you think?
Hey, Arch, how much would be the operational cost to own this property versus how much it would cost to rent it?
Good question there. Let's have a look. It actually tells you here the costs. It tells you what a mortgage would cost. Your payments would be $4,600 a month. That's with putting in $220,000. Stamp duty would be $45,000. Holy shit!
Unless you're a first home buyer, which I think the government does it for you, right?
I think, but at that price point, you've spent over the cap, haven't you?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know the exact details of it.
Yeah. So look, I got to be honest with you. Look, it's not going to be cheap to rent. It's right in the city there. It's an absolute.
Looking at what, $700 a week,
it'd be
something
about
like that.
5%.
At least,
5% of the price.
At least.
Yeah.
Look,
the problem with Australia, you've got so much land, but it's all concentrated. All the people gravitate towards Perth, towards Brisbane, towards Sydney, towards Melbourne.
Yes.
But Australia is huge. Absolutely huge.
Yeah, but it doesn't have this. You're not paying for the land. You're paying for the services. Water, roads, plumbing. $15 Singapore. $15 Singapore. We've been a bit dry here for a little bit.
That's what real estate.
Horology Caesar, $15. Arch, you've handled the 5327G. Honest thoughts. Doesn't seem that loved. I think it's a stunner. Enjoying show, chance. Let's just call that up for these people who don't know. 5327 paddock. 5327G. Now this here, is a really. I got a friend of mine in Singapore who actually has this watch, and to be totally honest with you, I think it's one of the most beautiful perpetual calendars ever released. I'm going to bring it up. Let's have a look. There you go. White gold, blue dial, perpetual calendar. It's $100,000 Aussie, I think. 100,000. It's over $100,000. Absolutely amazing. I'll just tell you a price on this thing
Super
here.
chat.
About 100,000, 116,000 Aussie. What's that? About 80,000 US. 80,000. Super chat. Joe Kramer. Cheers, Archie. Respect the commitment. Respect the commitment. Thank you, Joe.
The only problem, I'm just looking now, the only problem with this, from the dealer, it's 85,000 euros. On the grey market, it's 65,000 euros.
Yep. You'd want to buy that on the grey market. Definitely, wouldn't you?
Yeah. And when I say the grey market, I'm talking the watch being
secondhand,
2021 or 2020.
Yeah, yeah. Look, it's an absolutely amazing piece. I think it's It's just gorgeous. Gorgeous. Uses the 240 base movement in it. To be honest with you, Jamie, I'd fucking love one.
Yeah.
I'd love one of these. You know what I mean?
Buy a fair value. But yeah, definitely.
I'd love one.
Nice.
I'd really love one of these.
Our buddy Birminghard is in the chat room. Maybe we should get him on.
Yeah, Birminghard. Come on.
Now, Archie, the point that I wanted to make, look, I know I'm 25 and everything, but I really strongly think, as for these strata, these votes, you're a part of the committee. You vote on stuff.
You know, Green Room, my dad always has fights with everybody. He was on committees, and I don't even read the shit, okay?
Well, the reason I think you should be reading it, because what happened to me was...
they voted what?
Well, the strata, the corporate that's in charge of the building and managing the funds, really small in the print in one of the voting sections, they wanted to jack up the prices of the strata payments, even though we already had a huge sinking fund. And, I barely noticed it, and I started, because all the other strata members live in my building, as you should imagine. We all got together and voted against it, but it's just, that's why you've got to read it, because if we hadn't have noticed, our strata fees would have severely increased. That's why I think you've really got to, it's really important that you read what's in there, because little things can get passed that increase your payments significantly. So it's easy.
Green Room, I totally agree with you. My problem is, what choices do I have? What choices do I have?
What colour Birkin bag is next? That's the next big choice.
You know what? I got to pay some credit card debt off. I haven't been that disciplined. I haven't been disciplined. I've been. You know what? I was going to buy this pen, Jamie. I take it as a thing. It just the deal fell through.
Yeah, it's a good sign.
Because and you know what? I actually put that money into my card.
Yeah.
Do I need another? I got two beautiful pens. I got this Parker Duofold, which is absolutely amazing, and I got this Cartier fountain pen. How many of these bloody pens do I need, really? How many do I need?
You don't. I tell you, mate. The feeling to have no debt. That's a pretty special feeling if you can, because you're no prisoner to nobody, right? I mean that I don't know.
Timepiece Fund.
You could get rid of the debt.
Timepiece Fund.
Yes.
How are you with debts? Tell me this, debts. Do you have debts on the properties? You have to have debt, don't you?
Yeah, it's debts are a good thing for your tax purposes. Debt allows you to acquire more property, and they all appreciate.
See, let me just say this to you, Jamie and Timepiece Fund, okay? And Green Room. You seem to be smart for a 22-year-old. Let me ask you a question.
I'm
Can
25. I just
Can
turned
I ask
25.
you? I want to ask you a question. Can I? You tell me honestly, okay?
Oh God. Yep. Okay.
No. You just be honest. There's nothing to
Yep.
be ashamed of here. I'm not asking you rude things. I'm just asking you a simple question, okay? So
Yeah.
in my own, I think we just heard a pop. What's going on there? Who's trying to come on? It's our. Oh no, that's not. Who the hell is Alan Estrada? I never heard of this guy. Alan Estrada. I don't think we need him.
I think he's a college kid.
Hello? We'll take him off. It's okay. I think we got a nice little, we got a little chat here. We won't go for much longer. We'll just keep the vibe doing what we're doing. Let me say this to you in my own case, right? Let me just share something with you. I don't normally share this, but I'll share it with you. No one's watching. They've all fucked off. They've all gone. They've all left me. Let me tell you this. I currently owe me and the wife. When I say I mean me and the wife. You heard of a hobosexual, right?
Yep.
Hobo.
I'm a bit of a 20% deposit mortgage sexual. I was trying to find a lady who had the deposit for the house. But that's another story. So it was actually my wife's deposit, okay? It wasn't my money. But let me say this to you, okay? Currently, on the house, we owe $216,000.
Wait, sorry, excuse me. So you didn't do a 0% on the unit. You actually got your. Am I hearing that right? That you got your wife to put down the mortgage, or am I getting confused?
No. Sorry. When we bought our first house, the house, we've got one house and one apartment. There's not multiple.
Right.
Okay. When we bought the house that we live in, she put it was a lot of her money.
Now I'm confused because I thought that your father owned the house.
Yeah, he didn't give it to me, did he? He didn't give it to me.
From him. Yeah.
He sold it to
I
me.
See.
And he gave me $20,000 off the price. That was I said to her, well, I've just got $20,000 I've put in. Because I didn't quite tell her I was kind of brocus pocus. My wife said to me, honey, I have no money. And I said to her, that's no problem. At the back of my mind, I was saying, honey, I dream of being zero. When I can be out of debt and have fucking Amex and MasterCard and Visa off my back, honey, I'll be doing cartwheels in this park.
Kumbaya.
It's all making sense
Kumbaya. Let me tell you that. But I want to tell you, I got a question for you. So on the house, so we put no money into the unit, but when we bought the house, we had to put a deposit in, okay?
And that your wife helped with the deposit, or she did the entire deposit, or?
Well, I had $20,000 from my dad.
Oh, you had 20, right? Okay.
Technically.
Right.
Yeah.
And your dad sold it to you at retail, or? Retail?
Well, he can't give me.
Discount. He gave you a 20 grand discount.
Okay, right.
Yeah. Which was pretty good. I can't. He asked me to get I just rang a couple of estate agents. How much is this house worth? They told me. Boom. I paid $330.
Do you have any brothers and sisters?
I do.
Actually, what's this big question you're going to ask me?
I'm the black sheep, Jamie. Now, the thing is, on our house now that's worth $600, we currently have a mortgage of $216,000. Okay?
Yep.
My entire wristwatch collection is $195,500. Should I sell the watches and clear the home loan?
No.
I thought the opposite.
What you should do.
I think you should get a HELOC on the house and go expand the collection.
What you should do is keep that investment property for a little bit longer. Hopefully you'll get a bit more growth, and then sell it, take that cash and clear your mortgage on your home.
That makes sense.
It's too safe, Jamie.
Yeah, you're not getting any younger. You want to get those fuckers off your back.
No, but you don't understand, Jamie. In my communist country that we live in, we've got compulsory superannuation. Right.
So you have to pay into a pension.
No, we can take it as a lump sum.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm.
Because
That's
of my
What's
wife.
this giant question you're going to ask me? I'm on the edge
No,
of
well,
my
the question
seat.
was, should I sell the watches and clear the home loan?
Oh, right.
That's the question.
No. You'd be out of business.
I think Jamie's opinion makes much more sense to sell the unit to pay off the mortgage.
Yeah,
but you know what? I don't
watches
need to
are
do
your
that.
business.
You know what we want to do?
Your life will be less complicated if you get rid of that unit and sell it and pay everything off, and
Van Lux, $2.80. What watches do your siblings own? My sister's got a Cartier. My brother's got a Baume & Mercier Capeland. They're not into watches. Let me say something else to you, okay? We've got $350,000. Actually, the exact figure. The market's come back. $320,000 in a superannual. $320,000. You know what we're going to do with that once we retire?
Travel.
Tell us, great one.
We're going to buy another property at the Gold Coast. I want to buy us beachside residence, a beach apartment.
What, from the superannuation?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What do you reckon of that idea?
Well, what about an income?
YouTube! I'm streaming!
Right, okay. So
this is my lifetime career. I'll be making tubes. I'll be making videos. Until when? What do you mean by that?
Wait, what?
Forever. Forever and ever and ever.
He's having fun. If he's having fun, you should do it every day.
Andrew, £2 here. Sell the watches, clear homeland, and finance a new. Well, that's just the same thing.
Speaking of New Grail,
yes,
I'd like to pitch my idea for what should be next in the collection.
Yes, please do.
Can we bring up a picture of your current?
By the way,
collection?
could I just before we go? Sorry, Zowie, $8. Sell property in Brisbane, the Olympic city. Are you out of your Viking minds? Good point. We've got the Olympics coming to Brisbane.
That's a very good point.
Ride the wave and then sell it at the top.
You betcha. I'm riding that wave. The other thing is, can I just say this to you? You know what? This Patek here, I think it's... Can I ask you this, guys? Okay, say I kept the world time and I sold the 3 other Pateks, okay? 30, 50, 80. Okay, I sold the other 3 Pateks.
You can't get rid of the white gold Calatrava. You can't do that.
What about I get this? Nice. A white gold perpetual calendar. Look at that.
Nah. You're a world time guy.
I'm keeping the world time and this. World time and this, Jamie.
Mm-hmm. Nah, just stick with what you've got.
Yeah, I tend to agree with you. Sorry, yes, Jamie. Sorry, not Jamie. We've got
Green Room.
Green Room. You want to pitch your watch to me? Pickle. Sorry, Andrew, $2. It's not the same because they can't take the house. What does he mean by that?
He's talking about they can't take your house if you've paid it off.
Oh,
and
okay.
Everything falls apart. And he just clarified in the chat: sell the watches, clear the loan, finance a new Grail watch using the house as collateral equals better watch and secure house.
What watch do you want me to pitch to me? I'll call it up. Give it to me.
Well, let's just see a picture of your collection.
Okay, sure.
So I need to see the collection in order to...
Just very quickly, Bear's upset at me. Why are you telling people that I'm not coming? Bear is coming to the show. Why are you telling people that I'm not coming on the show because of Clive? I told you I am traveling and will join you next week. The Bear.
The Bear has spoken.
He's a great bear.
I'd like to see him jump on, or are we finishing soon?
No, he's coming on next week. He's traveling. He can't jump on. He's traveling. He's on holidays. Bear is taking a break.
A well-deserved break from the drama.
Yeah. Okay, let's pull up that picture. I do have that. Let me pull that picture up. Sorry, just let me find this picture. Just give me 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. 1 minute.
AC3 is getting senile. Love you, AC3 from Bear Clooney.
Thank you.
In the chat.
I love
Bear's
the bear.
in the chat.
The bear is cool. The bear is good. Oh shit, that's a shit photo. Just hang on. I gotta find. Just bear with me, guys. Bear with me. Bear with me.
A senile is a person who's showing weakness of old age. A loss of mental faculties.
Ooh, super chat.
Okay, here's a photo. I'm bringing the photo up now. Ooh, cheers, bear. Joe Kramer, $50. AC3 will literally say anything for a bit of drama. That's exactly it. Bear is my friend. There we go. I love the bear. We love the respect to the bear. Joe Kramer, also respect to Joe Kramer. Thank you, Joe. Bear Clooney. There we go. Very, very cool indeed. I'm bringing up the photo now. Here we go. Da-da-da-da. Share the screen. Here we go. Now, this is an older photo with the tuna. This had the tuna in it. The tuna has been forcibly removed. Okay?
Okay. So, it took me quite a while to realize this.
Yes.
But the cogs were turning, and in many ways, your current collection is really perhaps a homage to the old watches you used to have in, what, 2015, 2016?
Yep.
So, for example, you've got the Explorer 2,
yes,
which is really a reference to the old Explorer you used to have,
yes,
which really you didn't sell that long ago. Number one, so you got that. You've got the Submariner, which is in a way referring to the old Submariner that you used to have.
Mm-hmm.
You've got the Speedmaster, which refers back to the countless videos you made of us telling that you told us that you needed us to buy the Speedmaster.
Yeah.
You've got the white gold Calatrava, which is a way of referring to
the previous Calatrava.
Your previous white gold Calatrava.
Yes.
You've got your JLC that kind of refers to itself because it's been there for so long.
Yes.
But there is one major piece that you have forgotten to refer back to.
Yes, tell
me. That you used to have.
1016? No, what is it? Tell me.
And I think it's so obvious. And it's such a shame that you got rid of it because it was the watch that was really... I don't think you're going to like what I have to say, but I have to say it.
No,
the
say
bluesy.
it.
Bluesy.
There's one watch that is just missing from here that would just work so well.
Yes.
Let's sell one of the Pateks.
Yeah.
Let's sell one Birkin bag.
Yes.
Maybe we finance the rest.
Yes.
And get back. Let's do a brand new solid gold Submariner.
Wow.
You know how expensive they've gone?
So what? It belongs in this collection because it's all referring back to what you used to have. It's the modern version of all these watches of what you used to have. I don't.
And you,
I mean,
and
think
you
it
was
makes
cool
perfect
as
sense.
fuck, Archie. You was in that sweet swimming pool in Singapore.
That's right.
Oh, you was.
Let's
on
go
the
back to that swimming pool. When COVID ends, let's get the Submariner and go back to that swimming pool.
Yes.
On the aeroplane.
Come on, Archie.
On the aeroplane like that.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
With the man behind you, like, what the fuck's this plonker doing? But yeah,
Archie,
you was cool as fuck.
I like that.
Archie,
yes.
Do you have an argument against what I'm suggesting, other than the price? I think would it suit the collection?
No, you're right. You know what? I'm just a weak man. Okay.
No, you're not.
I'm weak. You're right. How do I tell the wife I need to sell one of the Birkins? How do I tell her that? Jesus Christ! How do I convince her that is okay to sell?
So you got a good deal.
Look, let's sell one of your Pateks, perhaps. I'm not too humble. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Out of all the Pateks, I love the yellow gold Calatrava the least. I think that's what should go.
Okay, can I get rid of the Milgauss as well?
No.
What's keeping you what's keeping you from unloading that white gold Calatrava?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it refers back to the old white gold Calatrava.
Yeah.
Because Archie.
Yeah. Well, but so does that gold subby he had, and then he spoke with such attitude, with such conviction, and with such FU persona.
Well, I think that's the Archie that we want to have back.
Exactly, and I think
I would sell the Explorer, the Tudor, the JLC, and then the white gold Calatrava.
The Tudor is gone, I think.
Yeah, tuna's gone. Tuna's gone. That's Thomas G, €2. Archie needs solid gold sub. And would you go for a ceramic, the new ceramic, or would you go for David N, $2, 5396G 014 thoughts? It's actually just, I think that's his avatar there. It's just, I think I met David. Oh no, I met someone else. It's gorgeous. That watch is absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. I prefer it in rose gold with the blue dial, but there's nothing wrong with that watch. It's gorgeous. And we've got another super chat. RJW, $5. Thoughts on a Doxa sub 300 as a beta? By the way, I agree completely with Green Room. The gold sub will signify a return to the golden era of AC3. The problem is, you know how dear these are now?
It's a modern take of the golden era of the past. It's a modern version. That's what you're doing. And I realized this yesterday. That's what's going on. I don't know if everyone else realized that before me. I got the idea from watching your Timely interview, which I really enjoyed watching, the where you went to European Watch, and they had a gold sub there, and it occurred to me it's got to work.
Yeah.
You say, do you know how expensive they are? But if you pivot from some of these watches, they've also got expensive. They've tracked the growth. So, hopefully
mind
you're
you,
not
just remember
cash.
too, I sold my 5107, which is basically like this one here, without papers, and I bought the sub and had changed to also buy a tribute to 1931 Reverso.
It's very expensive.
Then I sold the gold sub and bought the World Time. Now that sub, they're expensive, subs. But what about if I substitute instead of a sub? What about a yellow gold Yachtmaster 1?
No. Because the whole thing is that you never had the white gold Calatrava and the gold sub at the same time.
No.
Wouldn't it be great to have both at the same time?
Yeah,
anyway, Archie, I think I'm pushing it a bit too much. It's your decision to make. I don't want to make this, all about me. It's what you want. But I just think, I think I've made my point.
Yeah. Perfectly. It's the 116-618.
Yeah, that's right. 116618. That's the new 40mm one. It is beautiful. It's a beautiful watch. But, the problem is here, Green Room.
Yeah, I'm listening.
The problem is the Pateks haven't really gone that much up. They haven't gone that much up. They're kind of, when you look at them on Chrono, they're worth a fortune. When you talk to try and sell it, how would I sell that through a dealer? And then they say, that's not everything. It's hard. It's hard. Australia isn't the place to sell that. We're not that cultured.
No, well, that's a very fair point. I know it was.
We're not that cultured here. You know what I'm saying? They're kind of, unless you sell it cheap, it's not going to sell quickly. It's just a very tough market. I got a friend of mine, you saw Luxury. He's still got that 5111, 21,500. That's not expensive. 21,500 for that Patek. I don't think that's ridiculous. It's a nice beautiful paddock, box papers, everything?
Sometimes, though, it's nice just to stick with what you've got.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, just kill the idea, because it's torture. It can be torturous. Oh, okay, now I need to get this blue solid gold 40,000 euro watch. How do I figure it out? And you just go, you know what? Just stick. Problem gone.
I got to be honest with you guys. How about you, Jamie? Do you look at
I want that watch. I want that watch. The blue. I really want it. It was on my possible list. Either that or the two-tone, which is obviously a lot cheaper. But actually, you see your black Submariner date. That's what I think I really want.
I got to be honest with you. Do you miss anything that you've sold, Jamie? Tell me about this. I want to hear about the remorse. I want to hear the remorse side. I want to hear the flip side. Okay, say I did this, right? He had an Aquanaut. You had some beautiful Rolex.
Well, I've had a Hulk. I've had an Aquanaut. I've had the Calatrava 5119J. And then I also had the Datejust.
Do you regret? Here we go. Some super chats. Look at this. Joe Kramer, $100. Joe has been an absolute legend tonight. Cheers to the Fires crew, new crew, and future crew. Cheers to the fired crew, the new crew, and the future crew. And, of course, Sir Archie. Have a good weekend, all, Joe. You're amazing. Andrew, £2. Sell entire top row and get a new paddock grand complication. Ari, I love you. REG, $5. Why don't you go on JJ or Marco's stream? They are super successful and you can learn from them. Thank you. Thank you. REG, I love you. Why don't you come onto my stream, REG? I love you. REG's a good guy. He's a really good guy. I got to tell you, you know why I don't sell those green room?
Well, I'm only suggesting you sell.
It's like this. The problem, you know how you have a big boulder, and it's got a few bricks in front of the boulder. You think, you know what? I could really use those bricks in the backyard. And before you know it, the boulder starts rolling down the hill. I'm kind of plugged. I've plugged the desire to look around, and I kind of think, this is the logic. I say to myself, I want to steal Rolex. I would love to have, Rolex is so hard to get now. So hard. I love a GMT. I like the new bracelet. I think the new bracelets are so much better. I want a Rolex GMT steel. I want a Rolex diver and a Rolex wind and wear. In the old days, it would have been a Datejust instead of a wind and wear, but now it's a wind and wear. Very quickly, ADG, £1.80. Heard 5196 being discontinued, going up. Don't sell. Thank you, ADG. Thank you for the advice. Thank you so much. So I got to say, those three Rolexes, the problem with Rolex is, you know what? I sold Rolex in the past. Do you know how hard it was to get it back?
Very hard. We know.
I'd only do that for that Khaleesi dial on Jamie's wrist there. You know? That's... The Speedy, I can't get a Speedy back again. They're hard to get. So I think that front row, the only thing I could cut out was the Tudor, which I sold.
Yep.
Okay. Then you look at the top. You say, okay, well, the Reverso, I've had it so long, you just keep the Reverso. Then you look at it and say, you know what? that was my story. The annual calendar, I sold it. I got it back. There's history to it. The watch isn't that special, but the story and the history is so special.
Yeah.
And then the world time, I always wanted it because I can remember when it came out, it was on the magazine and I wanted it. And then you remember the white gold Calatrava I had. That was the first watch that I bought. I had a small inheritance. It was my first no compromise purchase. I wanted something special. And I've kind of replaced it with that, right? And then the 5196, it's also just... I like it because it's got no date. Wind and wear. And I look at it and say, what do I really want? Well, why am I unhappy? Why am I miserable? You know what I mean?
Arch, of the 4 Patek's you have, which one?
Yeah.
If you, just for conversation's sake, if you were to let go one of them, which one would it be?
You know, that's an interesting thing, Timepiece Fund, because you got to realize
I
something.
asked Archie that the other day.
Remember when I had the 5? I had that 6001. Remember that watch? You remember that, don't you? You know my 6001? That was the black dial one.
Oh, yes, gone, yeah.
Like, that was an amazing watch. But the thing is, I got to tell you, that's the
hard
one
to
I
read.
let go. I let it go because that was the one I could let go. Not because it wasn't super, super valuable. It was probably more valuable than other ones I kept. But it didn't have the story. Do you understand? It didn't have the story there, right? And I got to tell you, the whole thing is, you get greedy. You do, you know, I said this to my wife, the more things I buy her, the more she wants. You know, sometimes you just got to stop and smell the coffee. You know what I mean? Like, the more we give, the more you get, the more you buy, the more you want more and more. It becomes it's kind of like a mouse that keeps eating. It can't stop eating, and it dies from just eating. It can't.
And you're not getting happier.
No, exactly right. You just can't stop. It just, you know what I'm saying? And that's the whole thing I'm trying to say here is that sometimes in life,
on a hamster wheel, you know, round and round and round and round and round.
Round and
but you
round
need to
and
get
round.
off. You need to just step off.
I got to tell you, that was the 6006 was the one I could sell because I didn't really. I got to tell you, the world time I can't sell. The annual calendar I can't sell. The 5127. You know, the problem is this. Let me say this to you, okay? The world time's got the 240 movement. That's a very classic Patek movement, okay? The annual calendar's got a 315 movement. That's a classic big rotor. So one's got a small rotor, micro rotor, one's got a big rotor. Then what's the third most popular Patek movement is the 215 manual wind movement, which is in the manual wind 5196. So you got the 3 movements, the 3 major movements.
Right. So the white
240,
one,
315, and 215. And then the white gold, it's actually got a 315 based movement like the annual calendar.
So
but I don't want to sell that because that watch means so much to me because I had the white gold one before. That's when I actually didn't look so fat. I looked kind of slim in a suit from certain angles. And, you know, that's the watch that I kind of like to be remembered. That's the watch I am. So if I sold it.
There's a lot of baggage.
I just, you know, and I've also stopped buying. I'm stopped looking because I think for me, yes.
Our buddy Sard is in the chat room.
Oh, Sard, he's cool. I love Sard. You know that? Sard.
So you can't sell the white dial. So again,
the white gold.
The white gold. Trying to work you on this. So could you let go of 5196 then?
Well, it uses the 215 movement. I said I wanted the 3 different movements. So then I don't have a manual wind 215 movement anymore.
So you can't get rid of. So you can't get rid of any of the Pateks. You can't get rid of JLC. I wouldn't say don't sell Rolex.
3 Rolexes can't sell, and the Speedy you try getting a Speedy at the price, and that would piss the guy off who gave it to me at a bargain. Okay.
So the only solution here, Arch, is to convince your wife to sell one of the Birkins, and then we on the panel try to do the fundraising for you.
You know, I got to tell you something in life. You sometimes in life you realize you don't need more. You know, I got to tell you, when I had 6 Patek's, right, I wanted a perpetual calendar and or a chronograph. Once I sold 2 off, I realized, hey, just be grateful for what you got. My grandfather used to pick up cigarette butts off the street to smoke, and I've got 4 Patek's. Can you believe that, Timepiece Fund?
That's incredible, Arch. By the way, if you got your gold sub, does that mean you could let go of your steel sub?
No.
To be completely honest with you, the gold sub is completely unusable for sports. It's purely dress.
True, but you're buying that for the attitude.
You know what?
To get that mojo back.
Can I tell you something seriously? No bullshit. I actually love my steel sub much more than my gold sub.
I would agree.
Because I can use it every day. It's something I really, really wanted for years. And you know what? It's not to show off. To be honest with you, I'm beyond that. You know, you look at me, right? I'm not here to... I mean, look, we're a bit challenged in the physical sense there. You know, this watch isn't going to make... Look at Marcelo, okay?
But
I'm not trying to put the man down. I'm not trying to put him down, okay? But what I'm saying is the watch doesn't make of the man. You know what I mean? No. It helps. It helps.
But the green room is saying, Arch, you know, he's saying that gold sub will get the old Archie back.
Can
I tell you something secretly if you don't tell anyone? I think that bit of obnoxiousness and nastiness I don't actually like.
Well, that's Paul Pluto. Nice. We're talking about Archie.
But it's not nice.
This is ArchieLuxury we're talking about.
I cringe at that. I cringe at that stuff. I cringe at that stuff now. I cringe.
Look, if I could just say, I mean, I don't want to overstate my point.
Yeah.
I've already done that. But I think we kind of get focused into to singling on one watch and focusing on the story of one of your watches at a time. But when I look at your whole collection as a long-term viewer, I see a story of this watch collection that you used to have that is now coming back in a modern form. But the story, but the story is not complete.
Yes.
Let the legend come back to life and get the gold sub and finish the story.
Can I tell you what I would prefer?
Can I tell you this?
Can I tell you honestly? I think I'd prefer a Day-Date 40 than a gold sub.
Okay. Well, let's talk about that. What dial would you get? What size? Oh, Day-Date 40, of course. What metal? Would you do white gold? Would you do yellow gold? Would you do rose gold?
I honestly would... Beggars can't be choosers, you know, but I tell you honestly, the problem with these Day-Date 40s is they're biking ridiculous. You remember, I don't know if I told you this, right? I'll tell you honestly, right? I actually paid for my yellow gold sub at the time $13,500 US for it.
Wow.
Actually, I think it was 13. I think it was about 13,500 I paid for it, right?
Do you know how much it is now?
Yeah, I know, but you know, it wasn't a box and papers one, but it was really sharp. It was a nice example.
No, it's $42,000.
Yes, but that may be for a ceramic. Mine wasn't a ceramic. Mine was mine was a 16618. Mm-hmm. But you know what? I can look back and say, what about my Explorer 1? I sold that years ago. You know, there's always things, you know, life and regrets, you know. What about happiness? Can we have happiness as a goal? Can we have that?
No.
Yeah.
Can we have a community in the watch world that we love?
Moments. That's what I'm focusing on now.
Yeah.
My trip to Iceland with my
I gotta
much
be
the best school friend.
honest with you. What really impressed me with Jamie, I gotta tell you, I've been there, okay? I think that's really, really, really nice for you to take your wife's sister on holiday with you, with her daughter.
Sure.
That's really cool. You don't even have an angle. It's not like you're trying to get anything from her or anything. You just say, come with us.
Well,
Let's
yeah,
go.
I just look at the alternative, which is what? Buy another watch, or I can buy another watch anyway, right? This is, but the moment,
I gotta
because
tell
let
you,
me tell you,
I gotta tell you,
when I was a kid,
I've had. Sorry, when you were a kid.
let me tell you, when I was a kid, the standout memory,
Yeah.
not just for me, but all my sisters, cousins,
Yeah.
the standout memory is when my nan and granddad took all of us to Florida in the year 2000. That's all. That's the memory we remember. Nan and granddad paying for. There's about 20 of us paying for us all to go to Disneyland, right?
Holy shit!
If I could do something like that, obviously I'm not talking about 20 people, but just my sister-in-law and her daughter. Yeah, it's a nice thing that it's going to be a standout memory, and that you're not going to be remembering watches and diamonds. You're going to be remembering those moments when you're at the end, right? You're going to remember those moments, experiences.
Just very quickly, Kuiper Mike Frog, $2. What happened to that green box, Arch? I actually have sold that to a guy. He's actually in the Maldives. I'm waiting for shipping. I've actually got it on the floor. His box is on the floor, ready to go. They don't have express. It's on the floor there. You see it? It's on the floor. It's on the floor there. It's waiting to be shipped to him. He's paid for it. I'm going to ship it out once they open up delivery. It's all there waiting for him.
Does he live in the Maldives?
He lives in the Maldives.
Maldives.
Maldives, yes. I'd like to go there too. That place is supposed to be sinking, disappearing, but it seems to be hanging on there. What else? Okay, so we got AD. We did that one there. What's the next super chat here? Kermit the Frog, $2. What happened to that green box? So yeah, that's what happened. I sold it, and I'm just waiting for that to be shipped to him because of. It's okay. I don't mind. I won't forget that. Let me say ADG $2, £1.79. Sell the 5127G. Buy a platinum, date 840. Let rodents. It's probably a lot more than the 5127. That's the problem. Those 5127, those are date 840s. They are ridiculous now. They're not cheap. They're like big bucks. Big. I don't know where you guys think I get these bucks from. The most I've ever spent on a watch, the most I've ever spent on any watch in my collection here is actually that World Time. That was $25,000 Aussie. What's that? 20 US. That's the most I've ever spent. 20,000 US. Guys, I'm going to wrap this show up. Jamie needs to get some sleep.
Yes.
And that would be fantastic. I got to tell you, Jamie, it inspires me, your generosity to your sister-in-law there. That's just a nice thing. I think that's really cool. You're a good guy. And the fact that you said she's going business with us, ooh, I know how painful that is. I know how expensive that is.
Yeah.
But, that's pretty cool.
I'm really doing it because I just absolutely do not want to go economy myself.
Yeah.
Because it's it cannot be that.
Look, I'm sure good things will come, Jamie. I can tell you this. I gotta say, these material goods and that there. I gotta be honest with you. I've had a reasonable period, right? I gotta be honest with you, Jamie. I'll be totally honest with you. I haven't actually started paying down my debt. I'm fucking hopeless. You know that? I gotta pay some credit card debt off, right? But I want to get one more thing. Just let me get this one more thing. Just let me get.
No.
What's wrong with me, Jamie? I don't have the willpower like you do. It's like me on a diet. I'll start tomorrow. Let me just have this chocolate eclair today and a donut.
Hang on
just today.
Now, hang on 1 second. You've had the willpower not to drink for quite a while now.
Oh, I like sugar. Fuck it. Alcohol doesn't mean anything to me. It's sugar I love. Ice creams.
Yeah, I just don't want to be the prisoner to someone else. I want my.
No, I understand. I understand, Jamie.
Free.
The problem is, right? I'll tell you now. For me, I bought some nice things for the wife. It's changed her. These women very materialistic, Jamie. You know that? Like they will forgive all sins if you buy the right things.
Well, not
I've
all
become
women.
addicted to the power, Jamie. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
And I haven't even started paying my card back yet. Timepiece Fund, tell me how stupid I am. Can you? Please.
Well, you're thinking of buying that pen is a little bit of a stupid move because you don't need it. That's really not part of your luxury. I mean, it's part of your luxury story, but that's not your primary focus.
Sorry, Timepiece Fund, I already bought it. He
Well,
would have shipped to Australia and he cancelled the sale. So the money was refunded. So I'm thinking, what do I buy now? And I come on this stream here and say, hey, thought about getting let's get this. You know what, guys? I tell you what I should do, okay? I need to say to my wife, let me tell you something what I did do. I had a good bit of money came in. My eldest son, I paid 2 psych bills that cost me $2.90 each. He was a little bit behind in his rent. I chipped in $2.50 to bring it up to date. I paid for groceries 2 weeks ago for him, $108. I paid for groceries on Friday. That was $116. I paid another electricity bill for him, $95. So it's probably about $1,100. For the psych bill, I get $114 for each one of those back through Medicare Green Room before you chime in there, okay?
Yeah.
The other son, the second oldest son, he needed money to pay the bond, and he rang me. I rang him and said, how are you going? He goes, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to start paying you back. I said, mate, please don't do anything illegal. I said, I don't mind you. I don't mind you not paying me back. You can wait. If you have a windfall, pay me back. But if you're on benefits at the moment, you're in between. I said, I'm not desperate for the money. Please don't do anything illegal. That's what I said to him.
And what did he say?
Yeah, I think he appreciated that. I said, please, just don't get in trouble. Please, got to be slow down a bit. I paid my kids' school, even though they go to a state school. They had $600 of textbook fees, $600 for the year. I paid that. I paid my electricity bill and the rates. They were a little bit behind. I paid that up.
For you or for your son?
No, for me.
Yeah.
I got to be honest with you. I need to pay my credit card off. Why am I so bad at it? I kind of know what's wrong with me.
Now, hang on a second. Didn't you pay your credit cards off earlier this year?
No, it's when I bought the pink Birkin. That was on a credit card.
Yeah, but just before that, wasn't there like a week or a period of time where you had no credit card debt at all?
Yeah, that's when I sold the 6006. Yeah, I fool myself. See, that's what I do. I pay it off. I love making other people happy.
Yeah, but you can make yourself happy.
Maybe you should make ArchieLuxury happy and get that solid gold Submariner. That's what I reckon. That's the last I'll say of it because I just keep on.
No. You're right. You're right. I kind of look at it and think, you know what? I know I've got to have some discipline. I'll tell you honestly, I got to pay some fucking debt off. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Do it and see how you feel.
It's fucking. You can't make any money when you're paying
Some
double-digit
like
interest. I'm paying
people
fucking
like pain.
13% on the credit card, 13.9% on the credit card, 13.9, 14 fucking percent. What the fuck is wrong with me?
Oh, you have to have a wake-up call. Some people like the pain.
I've even bought gold. I bought that gold coin. I thought, oh, I'll have a. Jamie said get gold. I bought that gold coin. That was $1,000. I should have, instead of buying that coin, I should have put the $1,000 off my card. I don't know what's wrong with me, Jamie. What the fuck is wrong with me? Timepiece Fund. What's wrong with me, Timepiece Fund?
You've got a spending habit. We all have it. So only you can put the discipline back. Buying assets that depreciates on credit card it's pretty stupid, right? So,
well, the Birkin's not quite that bad. It does hold, okay.
Well, yeah, they were okay. So, Birkin.
But you're not going to make any money paying double-digit interest on the fucking thing if you don't start paying the fucking thing off, don't you think?
Right.
Yeah, and the bags aren't even doing anything apart from sitting there collecting dust. They don't really bring.
Well, they've
any
improved
joy.
my sex life. Let's just say that.
Okay. Well,
they've been worth every fucking penny. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Good luck trying to sell them as well. You're not going to be able to sell them.
They're not easy. They're not. Look. Actually, believe it or not,
she won't let you sell them.
No. Look, I don't know what's wrong with me. I think I got some mental.
Here's our advice. It's just like you put yourself away from alcohol. You told yourself for 6 months, I want to stay away, and you put your foot down and you told yourself, I'm going to come through, and you've done pretty well. Just like that, have a pep talk with yourself in one of your walks and say, you know what? Starting next week, whatever date, pick a date, I'm going to start paying my credit card debt.
Yeah. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me.
Super chat.
Van Lux,
There's
$7.
nothing wrong with
Archie, you have rocks in your head. You hate on people that spend too much on a watch, but you give away money to the credit card company. Yes.
There's nothing wrong with you. Credit is they say it's like the most marketed product in the world. They market.
I love buying things. Can I say that? My eyes are bigger than my wallet.
We're all consumers. But can you break out of that
look at this now. I was thinking about this gold sub. I drink in the morning. I'll wake up and think, you know what? I do need a gold sub. You're right. You were so right, Green Room.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to push anymore. You got one from William.
Yeah. One from
William. William Money.
William? Does it come
There's a
there?
difference between need
William
and
Mummy,
desire.
$20. He's a
Jamie,
cool guy. He was nice.
Archie needs that gold sub.
It doesn't. You're the devil. I'm the angel. I'm on the left shoulder.
You know what?
Greenman's on the right.
I got to tell you, Jamie.
He needs that sub to survive. Right, that's it. I'm done.
I don't know what's wrong with me. Since I've been, I'll tell you this honestly, since I've been 18, when I got my first, I got a Microsoft credit card, a Communicate credit card for Visa, had $1,000 limit, or $1,500 limit. You don't know something truthfully? This is embarrassing, okay? It's fucking stupidity. From 18 until I'm 49 next month. The total period where I had zero credit card debt was probably, I reckon, less than 6 weeks.
From 18 to 49 years old.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck is wrong. I mean, I've had expensive things.
So
I've
you
had
like
value.
your credit card?
Sorry?
I'll tell you what, it's nice. Do you know one bit of advice that I was told? In your wallet, you have a debit and a credit, right?
Yeah.
He said, when you go to the supermarket or when you go wherever, pay with your debit card because you feel it immediately.
I know.
You do it with the credit, you don't feel it. He said even better, start taking physical cash from the machine and start paying for things with physical cash. Because subliminally, when you're handing over physical cash, you're feeling it. When you're just putting it in and ding, 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 4 digits,
doesn't feel
you
the
don't
pain.
even notice it.
It doesn't. Here we go. Sirocco sales. Last one for the night. $5. Wants, needs one, wants one, has to have one. Yes. Okay, guys. We will see you tomorrow. We love you so much. Thank you for being a fantastic crew. We love you. And we will catch you tomorrow.
Super
I think
chat.
I've opened a can of
Super
worms
chat.
telling you.
Super chat, yep.
Tim
Super chat.
S, $2. Should
One
I
for the
buy
road.
sub 41 for
Should I
Zenith?
sell?
Sell.
Should I sell?
No way. Keep the Rolex. Keep the Rolex. I'm sorry to. You know what? I sold Rolexes before because I had to buy Pateks, and then I
You got one
learned the
more?
hard way. Absolutely impossible to get back. Kermit Frog, $2. A man can't live on steel sports Rolex alone. Fool. It's a good. No, steel is amazing. I love steel. I love steel. Okay, guys, tomorrow.